go ahead and give our recap.
All right. So, like a month ago, we had our last session in this timeline, and we started our session by waking up and continuing to travel south to Tuso. We got there and went to the warehouse district led by Kiran. We ended up turning in the 3 giant heads that we killed the session before for 1,000 gold each. And then we headed back north along the path past where their giant battle was. We saw all that stuff for a couple of days. And then Naveen, one of those days, Naveen did her box thing, regular box stuff that shoots out the gold, but it exploded. And she managed to keep herself from taking no damage, but the box is basically ruined again, so rip that. Then Harold led us to the mountain, and we found a cobblestone road, and we decided to follow that in the mountains to the northwest. And we saw buildings carved into the mountains. And so we showed up and we tried to knock on the door. We were like trying to decide if we were going to be discreet or not, and so we just knocked. And then we saw another set of malnourished giants, just like the ones that we mercilessly killed. But this time they greeted us at the door and said, "Please come with us." Okay. So they let us inside, and we went inside this fancy building. We saw a man in a chair who looked very fancy. But he was obviously not treating any of these giants well. He was starving them, and he was forcing them to be slaves and stuff. We find out this man is called Ashen son of Zebros. He kind of thinks he's the king. From my perspective, he looked like an asshole. He tells us to bow, and nobody did but Bagel. So he thought that was very disrespectful, and we rolled initiative. So basically, in the fight, super duper powerful. He's tall. He's really scary.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
No. He got really messed up. Like, not great. Bagel tried to convince him that she was on his side, and then he beat us up even more. And then I did some crazy damage. But then, suddenly, he teleported away, and he said that we ruined the day of that fight, and he vanished. So, yikes. We eventually waited for Harold to return from the void he basically shot him into during the fight. We got some loot. We got gold. We got a belt of stone giant strength, which is Bagel, who is now crazy strong. He's the strongest in the group. Harold then got a wish and decided to teleport all of his friends to the Feywild to join him in the void. And then he also got a -2 to all saving throws. I think that was from one of the cards. And then Bagel drew a card and fixed the -2 on all saving throws for Harold. And then we suddenly realized that we left Draco and Chonk behind.
Chonk!
And so we were kind of sad about that, trying to fix that, but we didn't. And then one thing we learned about this Feywild is that the sun never moves. Harold learned to do that. And it's always dusk where we are. We decided to go to bed, and then we saw a shift in the grass, and it was a small man,
Garmelie!
Yeah, Garmelie. We saw Garmelie in the grass. And then that's all I have.
Okay.
That was our last session.
So, picking right back up from where you left off, you guys, just waking up in the morning. Naveen, you saw, staying awake all night. You saw out in the fields the shifting grass. You decide to investigate, tackling to the ground a familiar satyr, Garmelie. He's staring up to you and he says, "What are you doing here?" I remember you guys. You're the ones from those thirsty fields, right?
And you're the pervert!
Whoa. Don't throw around accusations here.
Oh, yeah, accusations.
Look, buddy, we remember your little sketchbook.
I mean, I just think it's funny. It's not there, like, I get any pleasure from them.
Why are you doing that?
That's what they all say.
Because it's funny to look at people and see how they truly are, but kind of take a comedic turn. Why are you here?
Why are you here?
I live here. This is my home.
So do I.
Well, we got teleported here thanks to Numbnuts.
We're visiting our friend Harold.
I'm sleeping on the carpet, by the way.
Oh. Nice carpet. How much? I'll take it off your hands for 5 gold pieces.
Not for sale.
No, we need that.
Ah.
A really
Darn,
thinking deal, Garmil, but
I was
no, thank you.
I was thinking you guys weren't very smart and didn't know its true price. 10 gold pieces.
Ooh,
No.
how about
Now that is a deal.
That carpet comes in handy.
You guys are driving a hard bargain. 15 gold pieces.
15? Are you
It is
sure?
not.
15.
how about I take you on a joyride and you get me my pseudo dragon from the other plane?
What do you mean pseudo dragon from the other plane?
I need to go get my pal Draco.
Oh.
Garmili, do you know
I didn't
the
exactly have time to pack before we went here. So.
way,
I
do
can
you know
see
the
that.
way back to the material plane?
I do. You see, I've traveled to and from the Feywild, but that's not easy information to give up, you know?
How about a joyride?
No, it's more expensive than a joyride, I'm sorry.
Two
Try to make some
joyrides?
drawings?
Why do you want the carpet so bad?
Oh, I just think it would be fun to ride around on, but I mean, I can't go any higher than 25 gold pieces.
I'll introduce you to a
25.
pseudo dragon, 2 joyrides and a tiny dragon.
I
Roll.
mean, I don't really like pseudo dragons. I don't think they like my hooves. And he kind of raises one of his legs. By the way, to note, I forgot, Bink, because you would have had your mice and rats on your person, like in your clothing, they came with you. Just so you know.
Thank you.
Unlike Draco, who was separate, your mice and rats came with you.
Tink, Sink, Hink, Yank, and Link. They're all here.
So you just want out? You get to the Feywild and you just want out? You're
Yes,
weird.
exactly.
Technically, we have stuff to do here, but Draco's more important because he's kind of surrounded by hungry giants right now.
What do you have to do here? Maybe we could help each other out.
How so?
Well, you see, being here gets a little boring sometimes, and I just want to spice life up a little bit, you know?
Understandable.
You wanna play a
Betty.
prank on a bunch of hungry giants by chance?
But not. Just wait. Tell me what you want first, and maybe I can help. If I can't, then there's no reason making a deal, right?
Right.
So, what do you need from good old Garmili? And I'll tell you what Garmili needs from you.
Oh god. Oh god, got it.
What does Garmili need?
Want is to get back to the material plane and get to Draco
And Chonk.
and Chonk. What we need to do
Really important to us.
is to get one of the vestiges here.
The vestiges. Ooh, that seems important.
No, it's not. It's not that important.
I can help you with both. Where is this
What?
vestige? Do you know where?
Kiwi? I don't know. I forget.
Who had the notes?
Pumpkin has the notes.
Oh hell yeah!
Are we talking about the Kiss of the Changebringer right now?
Is that yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam nodding.
So, Garmili, all that we really have information on this particular vestige was that it was lost to a trip in the Feywilds. Somewhere in the Tanglewoods, swallowed by a living tree near the River of Destiny.
Ah, yes. I know where that is. And I know some of the dangers of that place. I could be your guide. I could tell you about the dangers. And I could give you a way to get home. In return, I just asked you to help me with a little prank I've been working up.
Okay.
Who are we?
Hold on, before we accept,
Who are
I
we
want to hear about this prank.
pranking?
Oh, I've been brewing this up since Singhorn's been back in the Feywild. You see, there are some statues in Singhorn. Two statues to be specific that I'm looking at. One of them is this
Okay.
this high elven fanciful warrior statue of a guy. You know, he's got a dick. The other
Okay,
one,
okay.
the other one is of
I
this
like where this is going.
this beautiful looking elf lady who he just has ginormous robes, and you know she like they're holding the sun and the moons. You know, it's nothing big. What I want to do, but I can't do it myself because you know the Feywild, they're more trusting of people from the material plane, but us Fey, they kind of like to keep out. But if you guys help me get in and help me with the prank, here's what I want to do. I want to take the head from the guy statue and move it to the girl statue, and take the girl statue head and move it to the guy statue. Funny, right?
Immediately, I put my hand on his shoulder. You're a fucking genius.
Is he telling the truth about helping us?
Make an insight check.
There we go, Bagel. She's doing the smart thing.
Make a what?
Make an insight check.
Oh yeah, I still have a point of exhaustion because I stayed up all night because I was fucking pissed.
You do have a point of exhaustion. Harold, you have 5 days left of being
5?
very tired.
Not 20.
5.
Yeah, I thought it was 4 days, not 6.
Yeah, it's 6 days.
Ooh!
5 days.
Oh!
I can double check.
Damn,
there we go.
Bagel,
There we go.
damn!
Yeah.
First
Not 20.
roll.
We gotta know.
Natch 20. He seems surprisingly genuine. And you know this guy's tried to trick you before, and he's been he's painted your keep, and he's been an asshole. But he seems very interested in doing this deal, so to say.
Okay, so he really wants to do the prank.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, he's never really done a harmful prank before. Other than getting us more lost than we already were.
But what if these statues have like really big significance?
Oh, I'm
What's
sure
the
they
worst
do.
that could happen?
I'm pretty sure that's why he wants to do
So
it.
we just have to
Kieran?
help him in.
Kieran, since you're an elf and you were raised near Singhorn, I'll let you have a history check if you want to see if you remember anything about these statues.
Would I know
Sure.
anything about them?
No.
Kieran packing his cape.
No.
Kieran is the only one that would have a chance.
Pure elfness.
Yeah, to be fair,
Pure elfness. Yeah.
They try
Whatever.
and keep most Fae out. Oh, you fucking
You
Yeah.
have no idea. You've never even heard about
No,
these
yeah.
statues. Nothing. You got nothing. Sorry.
All
I
right.
don't suppose I can make a history check since I'd spent my entire life researching in
Mm.
libraries.
Sure. Since you're part of the Cobalt Soul, maybe you might know a little bit. So go ahead and make a history check.
And he's stoned.
History. Ah, not much better.
Oh, I didn't know
Uh,
because I traded in Singhorn.
Elven history was not my forte, clearly.
No,
I failed
you would
that
not,
class.
Harold.
Neither mine.
You're like statues. There's like tons of statues in Singhorn. I have no idea what 2 statues he's talking about right now.
Alright. Well, let's go play a prank. After we get the vestige first,
do
but
we-
you know.
Do we got
How-
a deal? Well,
I shake his hand.
wait. He pulls it back. You got to do the prank before I get you to the Tangled Woods. You understand?
Oh no! You're gonna help us, and then we do the prank.
You don't understand. Us Fae, when we make deals, we cannot break them.
Are you gonna get us back to the material plane, back to Draco too?
I will give you the ability to get back to the material plane anytime you wish.
Anywhere in the material plane, or
Anywhere you want.
alright. Deal. I shake his hand.
Okay.
It's another deal.
Wait, where
Hey,
are we
to
right
be
now?
fair, my last deal didn't backfire. You guys fucked it up.
Oh,
You guys were like, let's make an enemy of an archdevil.
we are currently in the never-ending plains. There's grass everywhere. Not much to do here. You guys are kind of heading into the eternity, you know? But yeah, to get to Singhorn from here, and you see him kind of like rack his brain. He's like, yes, to get to Singhorn, it's just gonna take. two days noonward and 1 day dawnward.
Look at me there.
Alright.
And
Be our guide.
okay, follow me, and you just see him start going in like a different direction that you guys were going into.
Okay.
Harold,
I'm gonna
you would
follow
know, Harold, since you are from the Feywild, you would know. There is not a northeast, south, and west in the Feywild. There is noonward, nightward, dawnward, and duskward. So you are currently going noonward. Okay. So Harold's on the carpet. Naveen, are you gonna try to rest through the day, or are you just gonna keep walking?
I think. Yeah, I suppose I'll take a rest through the day. I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on myself, though.
Okay. So you go ahead and spend the time and get the Gift of Alacrity. Okay. Okay. So you travel for the full day. Nothing appears to happen. And Garmeli's like, it's just about sleep time. You guys ready to go to bed for the night?
I guess so.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep watch.
Harold's sleeping all day
No.
still.
I fully trust you guys. You wouldn't betray me, right?
As long as you don't betray us, buddy, we're good.
Emily, are we held to the same standards as you are?
I don't know, but I hope you don't want to hurt me.
I sure hope we are held to the same standards. I sure hope.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
No, I just want to talk very closely to him.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh my god.
Garmeli's intimidating.
Yes. Hold up. Well, you already agreed to the deal. An 11.
Oh, wow, that's gonna be a
Okay, you know what I would like to do?
He's gonna
I'm
drop
going to
my
stay up
phone.
for the first watch. And I am going to share one of the weird fruits that we got with him.
Okay.
One of my
yes.
3.
Yes. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. Bambu, when you kind of get up into his face, he's like, "You're weird."
Understandable.
Right, you are, Garmeli. Right, you are.
But I think I like you guys. You have this certain air to you, just this certain vibe that it's nice to travel with people, you know? Usually I'm pretty lonely. A lot of people don't like my pranks. I don't have a lot of friends, but you know, it's good to have people to go do pranks with, you know?
Of course.
Did you grow up around here, Garmeli?
I grew up all around the Feywild. I kind of traveled a lot. I learned about the world, you know. It's a fun place, but also extremely dangerous if you don't know where you're going or don't know what you're doing.
Well, it's a good thing we have you then, buddy.
Yes, it is. But what do you want, Harold?
Since I didn't do anything today, can it says if you don't do anything for the whole day,
2 days.
except by act, 2 days.
So you're down to 3 days right now.
3 days.
Okay. So are you guys keeping watch during the night?
Yes,
And I say night very loosely. It is still dusk right now, but like the sun has not moved at all. But yes, it is still dusk, but you are tired. So who would like to take?
I have a question, Sam.
I'll
Yeah.
take first watch.
When we're
I
walking
was thinking
inward, are we
first
walking through the night or through the day to get to noon?
You are staying actually in dusk this entire time so far. You've only walked 1 day though.
Okay, but like, are we going to walk through the night or through the day?
You don't know. You don't know the Feywild.
Okay.
I don't even know what that means.
Always dusk in the bar.
I'm still take third watch.
I got you. I got you.
Cute.
Okay. So Bagel, go ahead and roll a perception check for your first watch.
Oh, I was taking first watch, remember? Because I was going to share my
Oh.
fruit with him.
Oh yeah. Naveen, okay. Naveen, go ahead and roll a perception check, and go ahead and roll a D100 as well.
Okay, perception. 21. And for my D100, do I have to call high or low?
No, just roll a D100.
37.
It's on the same too. Nice.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second.
God, I can't wait to see what happens. We only had one effect so far, and it's just, you are handsome.
Hey, I was born handsome. I just got.
Go ahead and roll
Yes, sir.
another D100.
Do I have to call?
No.
Okay. An 18.
Nothing happened.
I feel like I'm about to be struck down in a freak event of
And also
godly
roll a
fury.
D8.
Oh God.
A 2.
Okay.
I'm sharing this with Garmelie. Do both of the effects occur on us?
So
Or do
you're
we both
both
have the same
eating.
effect occur?
You're both eating it.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. You both would get this effect.
I saw a little smirk there.
I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm kind of excited.
Okay. So you kind of cut it in half, give each other half, and as you guys begin to eat, you're like, oh, it's actually the fruit itself is getting bigger. This is really interesting. And then you notice everything else is getting bigger,
Oh no.
and you are now half the size you were before.
Oh,
That's awesome.
oh my God. And can I wish I could wait.
Little
The best
baby
part is that you
Naveen.
guys are all asleep.
You guys
I
are
wish
all
so.
asleep. With a 21, the night, so to say, is still very quiet. There are some like chirping of insects throughout the fields, but there was nothing to go to sleep per se. You didn't see any wild animals going through. The only thing you've seen alive in this field so far has been Garmelie. By the end of your watch, you two would have returned to your normal size.
Okay. I like to imagine that we went on a fucking mini adventure in the 2 hours.
Okay.
It got into all sorts of fucking antics. Alright. Anyway, I'm gonna wake up Bagel, pretend nothing happened, speak of it to no one.
Garmelie's like, that's a good idea, yeah. And he stayed awake for your entire rest, but he's going to sleep with you.
Okay.
Bagel,
with
go
you.
ahead and make not with you, but like at the same time.
No, I'm sleeping with a satyr now. Fuck you guys.
Up next, so Bagel, during your watch, you see almost this aurora in the sky. Just shimmering lights go across the sky just for a brief second, and then a little while later another one. A little while later another one. But that's all you see during your watch.
I enjoy it with myself, and I don't let anybody know how beautiful that is.
Okay. Who had third watch?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
And I think I would also like to eat one of my fruit during watch.
Okay, go ahead and roll a D100.
No one has learned their lesson.
A 78. I think it's similar to
Just
last time.
going from the deck of many things, losing.
You eat the fruit, and it's a different taste than the one you had last time. It's a little more bitter, actually, but it still tastes fairly good. But it doesn't seem to have any other effect.
Well, it was a nice breakfast.
Okay. So as you guys all awake upon your natural body cycle, yeah, it's still the same. The sun is still at the same point in the sky. What would you guys like to do with your new day? Garmelie's like gets up and he stretches and he's like, which way were we going? Yeah, that way. And is everyone ready to go, or you got something you got to do before we go?
Let's just get this prank over with, buddy.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I'm talking about.
cast Gift of Alacrity on myself.
Okay.
Can you give me a Baja Blast? Maybe?
Okay. So as you guys begin to travel through the day again, Harold, I assume, is riding the carpet once again. Okay.
Yeah. He's
So
doing
as-
himself a rest. Oh, am I refreshed from my exhaustion?
You are now refreshed from your exhaustion.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Today, as you guys travel. Okay. Naveen, partly through the day, you get a message.
Okay.
It sounds like it's from Lyran.
Okay.
Naveen, new information has arrived, and we have a hypothesis on where the demon lords came from. Please come as soon as you can.
Okay. Well, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna message her and tell her that we're in the Feywilds and we currently have no exit. So we're doing our best to retrieve the vestige there, and then we'll get out.
She's like, you get a response. You don't have to cast sending, just so you know. So is that your response to her?
Yes, that is my response to her.
Okay. The rest of your day, towards the end of your day, you actually see up ahead, the end of the field, and actually, the beginning of this ginormous, lush jungle. And he's like, now we need to start going, dawnward. But, I think this is a good stopping point for the night, or sleep, you know? There's not really night here, so...
I'll take second watch.
That's a great idea.
I'll take
first.
third.
I'll take first.
I'll take first with Pumpkin.
Okay.
All right.
Garmelie kind of he stays up for a little bit, doodling in his notebook a little bit, but he goes to sleep before the first watch.
Before he goes to bed, I'm gonna scratch a bunch of weird
Keep
doodles in the
drawing
dirt.
some nudie pictures of us.
I'm gonna be like low key posing for him, but like, in a way that like it doesn't seem like he's like posing for him, but he internally knows that he is.
Make a deception check. Pumpkin, make a deception check.
Okay. I'm not good with deception.
You're like, hey, Garmelie, and you do a little like hip action.
Okay, it's a 16.
He just seems like he doesn't pay you much mind. He just seems to keep doodling.
Okay, buddy.
Who's taking
he
first
taking
watch?
out anyone?
Pumpkin and Naveen.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll perception checks. Pumpkin and Naveen.
Ooh, we both rolled pretty well.
Okay. You by the way, Naveen, what did you draw in the dirt? Just random doodles?
Mhm.
Or was there anything in specific? Okay.
Mostly anything that came to mind, and I drew a picture of Draco too.
Are they still
Okay.
small?
Dogs are they're animals that
Are you
understand
still small?
about the finger. It's where they're
Okay. So yes, with those high rolls, it does look like the sun is actually, it has moved since you've been here, but it's still a dusk sun, but it seems like it has moved closer to a noonday sun. It seems to be stationary while you're just sitting here, but it seemed to have moved. Well, that's all you kind of noticed. Oh wait. The forest itself, you got just inside the edge of the forest. The forest itself seems more alive. There's a lot more sounds, jungle sounds, so to say. So, insects buzzing, bird wings flapping, slithering reptiles across the ground. But you kind of drown it all out after a certain point. Okay, next watch.
Cool.
Oh, it's me. A four.
Good job, Bing.
Thank you.
You know, you see at this one point there's this bird, and it's like this really bright red bird, and it kind of lands right in front of you, and it's kind of looking at you. What do you say?
Am I arms reach of the bird?
It's like hovering right in your face. It's almost like a hummingbird, and it's flapping its wings really fast.
Oh no, that doesn't count.
We have had a competition on who can get within arm's reach of a bird first.
Uh-uh.
This totally counts.
No.
Wait, what was the competition?
Who can get within arm's reach of a bird, like a live bird?
Does not count.
Okay.
I think that counts.
Is there anything you like to do about the bird, or are you just gonna let it hover there?
It's not it. Tame it.
I might give it a little whistle. Can I do a whistle check?
Make an animal handling check.
Yes, please, make a whistling check.
I'm good at that. 21.
Nice, dude.
You kind of whistle, and it kind of like it moves to your whistling noises, and then it repeats the whistle back to you.
Dancing.
And it's kind of just hovering there still, kind of giving you a weird look almost, but it's
Can I ask it how it's doing?
fine.
Whoa!
Do I see it? Do I see this bird?
You're asleep.
Oh yeah, we're sleeping. Darn, I was gonna give Bink like a little bit of pastry to like feed it.
I'm gonna introduce myself and try not to act surprised that it spoke back because I didn't think it could.
It's like, hi, I'm Coco.
Coco.
Is that the conversations that I was going?
My childhood dog.
Introduce myself and say these are all my friends. We're sleeping.
Why? It's like 2 o'clock.
I'm gonna say we are not from here. Most of us aren't from here. So we're a little off the clock, and we are sleeping so that we can keep traveling.
Oh, where are you from?
Where are we from, Mayor?
Not here.
What?
From a different plane.
Can I go?
Yes.
Well, we don't really have a way to get back right now.
Oh,
We're here. Where are you from?
I'm from here. I don't know where here is, but I'm from here.
Harold's turning into a dinosaur.
That's so cool. Are we just gonna? Can we just keep chatting? Can I hang out with this bird my entire
Yeah,
life?
it's kind of it's just like
A little
buzzing around a little bit, up and down.
Wow.
That's your watch. Is there anything else you'd like to do before the end of your watch?
I'm going to ask this bird if it wants to join us, and then introduce this bird to the person taking third watch so that they can chat with the bird, hopefully.
Okay, go ahead and make another animal handling check.
20.
Nice.
It's like, yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
And yeah. Coco.
Coco.
Coco, I was joining the party.
Coco check.
Coco's actually a dragon in disguise.
Coco has a nice, fun voice.
Mhm.
It says,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's very
Watch
good
it be
on
a
the vocal
demon.
cords. I would never do that to you.
Oh no, he's
Say no?
on my face. I've been entranced.
This is the archdevil polymorphed currently.
Okay. Who had third watch?
I did.
Except this bird. Coco.
Hi. What's your name?
Kiran, what are you?
Nice. I'm Coco. I'm friends with Bink.
Oh, hi, Coco.
She's really nice.
Yes, she is.
Are you from Singhorn?
I'm from around the area, yes.
Oh. Did you get taken with them?
No, I left.
Oh. Okay. Well, you're funny.
Thank you. So you can speak?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Wait. Birds can't speak?
Not where I'm from.
That's weird.
They just whistle and fly away. They don't have conversations.
No, we can speak here in the Feywild.
That's pretty cool.
Other than the talking bird that chats to you your entire watch, everything seems quiet. Nothing seems to happen during your watch.
All right, cool.
Okay. So you guys all wake up in the morning. Garmelie once again stretching big and wide, kind of patting down bits of fur that have been stuck up, calic, from the night of sleeping. And he's like, where are we going? Oh, yeah, that's right. Singhorn, right? Yeah, I gotcha. I know where we're going. How do we get there again? Oh, yeah. Well, one day dawnward. That's right. Yeah. Just follow me.
He doesn't know where we're going.
This wouldn't be the first time he led us in the wrong direction.
Didn't the last time you just walked
I'm gonna
us
punch him if he's tricking us.
Okay. So he begins leading you guys through the forest, or the jungles, more specifically. And this jungle is very lush. There's a lot of undercover. The trees go pretty high and kind of fill out the area. There are vines going every which way. And at times, even for Karan, who has trained to travel through forest and jungle, it is even hard for him. But watching Garmelie, it seems like this is second nature. He goes up and over, down and through, and at certain points he's like, "Hurry up! You're falling behind. Come on!" But he keeps in pace with you guys. Every time he gets too far ahead, you see him standing there, tapping one foot really fast, kind of impatient, hoping that you guys learn how to catch up faster, I guess.
So while we do this, I'm going to spend the traveling day, while we pass by certain like flora and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm going to collect anything that I think I might be able to use for a disguise.
Mhm.
For Garmelie, for when we get to Singhorn.
Are you telling him about your plan?
Sure. I'm gonna tell Garmelie and let him know that I'm looking for a disguise.
Don't worry about it. I got it covered. I plan out my pranks. I just need some help with this one.
Are you sure, buddy?
I'm sure.
Hey, what's our role in helping you with this? Do we get to know?
All right.
Well, I need you guys to help me get in the city, and with hooves, I can't really climb the statues to take the heads off.
Oh, I got you there, buddy. Don't worry.
But I still want to be there so I can see it, because like if I just sent you guys in and saw you guys, and I would have to go on your word that you move the heads, and like I wouldn't even be able to see the work that's done, the beauty
What's
of
a
the
prank
artistic.
without seeing what happens?
Well done.
What?
I said, what's a prank without seeing what happens?
Oh yeah, exactly. She knows what she's talking about.
Where's Coco at?
Coco is floating right next to Bink. And
Wow.
you all see this little small red hummingbird type creature who is basically floating right by Bink's head, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Coco."
Hi, my
I'd be
dear.
like, Bink, that thing just talked.
Yeah, I can talk.
Bink, sit down.
Coco, you
I'm
are
swatting.
beautiful.
I'm going
Thank
to
you.
swat at it.
Make an attack roll.
Are you
No,
kidding me?
I'm gonna stop her.
Are you kidding me? Haran sat there and talked with this bird. Okay? You can do the same.
Can I stop her?
I'm going to
Make
make it just so I like.
make an athletics check, Bambu.
Come on, Bamboo. Stop her.
Naveen, go ahead and roll a attack roll.
Okay. I'm not gonna try and hurt it, but I'm gonna try and like deter it. You know, kind of like
Fuck
not
you.
actually smacking it, but like moving
Yeah,
it
okay.
around
Yeah,
it.
roll your attack roll.
Make an attack roll.
I know I'm going to. I just wanted to describe it.
So you go to like shoo the bird away, and Bomba, you stick up your arm and grab hers, so it doesn't even get
No.
close. And even then, like Coco like backs up a little bit and it's like comes back to Bing's side. And he's like, "Please don't hurt me."
Naveen, what has gotten into you? A pretty little bird do nothing to you.
Not cool, Naveen. Not cool.
Not cool.
Dude, we don't know anything about this pretty little bird.
Her name is Coco.
Oh, okay. You know one thing about this pretty little bird.
She's from here. She's from the Feywild.
You trust a whole awful lot more people.
So am I. You saw how I turned out.
But she seems rather nice.
I'm going to open up my bag of colding, and I'm going to slowly pull out one of the banana muffins that I have kept in my bag for forever.
Coco's like,
And I'm going to extend it as a cautious gift of. I don't
you
know.
see Coco like her if birds could open their eyes more, kind of like eyes open wide at looking at it, and slowly gets closer, but still the wings are flapping extremely fast, but slowly inches her way towards it, takes a nibble and then backs off, sees your
Like holding it
reaction,
at the end.
gets closer again and gets a couple more nibbles and then backs off once again. Thank you.
I'm gonna hand the rest to Big. And I'm gonna be like, okay. I'm gonna turn around and pretend none of this happened.
And Garmeli's like, you get used to them. They can be fun. Sometimes they're pests, but sometimes they can be annoying. But also, they can be good friends. So you guys continue the day. As you go, you see Garmeli is traveling in almost these erratic patterns. He goes one way and then sometimes abruptly turns, and then turns again, and then like you're like, why is he going that way? And then you see like 10 minutes later, oh, he went around that thing right there. Oh, there was a hole in the ground right there. Oh, there's this giant thicket of trees that we probably wouldn't have been able to get through. He seems to somehow know this area like the back of his hand, and like he's traveled it a lot before.
Huh.
That's pretty cool.
My faith in him has been restored a little.
Towards when you guys start to get tired, but not time to go, not time to set up camp for the night. Garmeli's like, we're almost there. Are you guys ready?
Uh-huh.
I put up my hood,
Okay.
hide my ears.
Have we explained to Coco what's happening?
You have not. Would you
Explain
like
it to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Coco know that we're about to go to a city and help Garmeli with a prank. And, he needs our help, and then he's gonna help us get out of the Feywild.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay. After about another hour or so of traveling through these thick woods and jungle, you approach this city, perfectly nestled in the forest. You see, as you approach, you see 40-foot-high jade walls covered in ivy. And you, looking at it like this, you see the jungle doesn't appear to stop at the walls. It seems to continue through the entire city. From the side you are actually coming from, you see these massive sequoia trees, redwood trees. The ones that like 10 people can put their arms out and not go all the way around type of trees.
All right.
But the walls themselves, you see lining on top of the walls, elves clad in green armor with gold inlay throughout, bows and quivers at the ready. You see the buildings that you can see are these massive. You see massive towers made of ivory and marble. You see other buildings that appear to be made probably out of marble and have these green, luscious roofs that have vine cover and flowers growing on top of them. The streets of the city are just lined with different kinds of trees. It is like city was built around the nature rather than nature built around the city.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
You do see because and when you kind of emerge from the forest or the jungle, you see the sun is now actually just coming up as if it's dawn. Because of the low light, there are torches throughout the city that line the streets. Yes. Do you guys approach? So as you guys are about to get pretty close to the gate, Garmeli's like, "Okay, give me 1 second," and you see him go, and he disappears. Naveen and Harold, who can see invisibility, he's still there. He's just invisible.
All right.
Nice.
I think it's time. I'm using my wild shape and I'm turning back into Mr. Jingles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you transform once again into this monkey, Mr. Jingles. Are you walking by yourself? Or are you climbing on somebody to get a piggyback ride, or what are you doing?
I thought Mr. Jingles was like a gorilla.
Is he a gorilla? I thought he was just like a lanky ape.
I thought he was an orangutan.
He's an ape. Be
Like a big ape or like a small ape? It's your choice.
He's not a giant ape.
Like
but
An orangutan?
Not a giant ape.
he has to be pretty strong because whenever we were on the boat, he was
Rowing.
rowing.
Okay.
So an orangutan? Please say yes.
You really want him to be like an orangutan, don't you? The ones with like the really round heads and like the forehead's like puffy.
And the big bellies, because they're cute and they have long arms. They're my favorite ape.
Okay, Mr. Jingles is an orangutan.
Okay. So you guys begin getting closer to the gate.
Really, what's the plan?
He's like, come up with a reason to go in the city. They like to ask for those.
We're lost.
Trip to the vet.
Oh yeah, I'm not feeling too well. I'm on this
Pumpkin,
fine-
you can't talk while you're in your wild shape form, just so you know.
I can't talk.
You cannot talk.
I mean, unless you were a parrot.
You don't retain speech.
Coco retains speech.
All right.
You can use me as being sick because I am comatose on this
But
carpet.
there are multiple people who can understand animals, I believe, so you would be able to talk to them.
We're trying to find a cure for our sick friend. Sick with 2 C's.
Okay. Okay. So, do you approach the gate?
Yes.
I get to scratch myself as an elf.
I do.
Do you?
Yes.
What? Describe the elf you describe yourself as.
Just the average like young guy looking elf that's like 6 feet tall.
Okay.
So like Quran.
Kind of like Kiran, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
It's his brother. It's his brother.
He's got long ears, luscious locks, that golden skin that they're looking for.
Nice.
So as you guys begin to approach, you see all the guards in unison pull back their bows, and the one that's standing directly above the gate that yells out, "Halt! What are you doing here?"
What do you mean, what are we doing here? This is like the only city on this planet. We
What
need to help our
business-
friend. He's sick.
Is your friend with you? Wait. No, you don't talk. It's only those two that can talk. He points to Harold and Kiran.
Oh.
I'm just gonna moan and groan and shit on the carpet.
I am going to very
Oh.
quietly calm myself before I go into a fucking fury.
You fellow kin, please approach the gate. Talking to you, Kiran.
I'm going to command the carpet
Alright, I
to
walk
move
up.
forward.
Okay. You see the gate slightly opens and a small group of elves come out. One of them comes up to you, Kiran. This dude is wearing a little bit more regal-looking green attire, and he's like, "Pleased to meet you. Who are you? And who is this group you're with?"
I am Kiran Nasius, and this is Taldorei's Prominence.
Is your friend over here sick?
Yes.
He is kind of sick still.
You travel with these non-elves. Do you vouch for them?
I do. They're honorable people.
Do you promise to keep an eye out for any mischievous activity that they might perform, and report it if they do?
I look back at the group. And I look back at him and I say, yes.
Make a deception check.
Oh God.
Fuck. This is not what I wanted to do. I did not want to come home and have to do this.
He's not gonna talk to the sick elf, and he's only talking to elves. He gives you a slight nod and says, "Just make sure to report it to one of the wardens if they do any suspicious activity. I know you probably travel with them for a while, but you know, people can change.
Indeed, they
Come on
can.
in. Your best bet for medicine, if you're looking for that, would be in the Tarn ward
The Tarn
Thank you.
Ward.
at the center of the city."
I'm gonna casually, like on the very down low, message Kieran and be like, ask about the statues. Ask about the statues. Where can we find the statues?
So I look back at the guy and I say, so, why am I asking? I'm not asking. 'Cause I should know this. I don't. I just walk by. I don't say a word
Okay.
to him.
They wave the rest of your party through, close the gates behind you. You see, as he begins to wave, all the bows release their tension on the bows. They don't loose the arrows, but they all in unison back to a standing rest position. As you guys make it in, Naveen, you actually feel a bump against your leg from an invisible thing that you look down and see is Garmelie, as he slips in right as you guys go in.
Garmelie out here humping Naveen's leg.
Kind of hit it with his shoulder.
Oh yeah, his shoulder.
I was kind of hoping Garmelie would be laying on the carpet with me.
No. Garmelie is
What,
still
so you have a
walking.
cuddle buddy?
Okay. So as you guys get into the city of Singhorn, you guys do not have a picture because you don't know Singhorn because none of you are from there. But
I've been there.
you have been there. Make a history check to see if you remember.
This will be 13.
13. You kind of recall the place you're entering is the spires of Yorvrek. Y-V-R-E-K. Yorvrek. Yorvrek. But you do not remember seeing any of the statues that Garmelie described.
Does Garmelie know where they are?
As you get a little bit of ways away from the towers, you hear, well, you would see, but the rest of you hear an invisible voice say, "Oh, okay, now that we're a little bit away from the guards, the towers are on the east and west side of the Reverine Walks."
Wevering walks.
The Reverine Walks.
I'm gonna approach the nearest person I see, and I'm gonna ask them where I can get that, or where I go to get there.
You see this scholarly-looking elf kind of wandering the streets with some books in his hand. He's got a pair of spectacles on his face, and you see him. He kind of like sees you and is like, keeps walking as you kind of try to talk to him, and just keeps walking.
Do I recognize any of the books he has? Have I read any of them?
Make a perception check to see if you could have seen him.
And 18.
You do not recognize the books, but you see that they are tomes of arcane arts.
Not gonna fuck with it. I was kind of tempted to cast a spell on him, but I feel like that would not go well.
Temporal shunt.
Nah, more like thaumaturgy, and I just like earthquake the area around him, and he's like, huh?
Are any of the elves looking at me and Pumpkin weirdly?
Compared to the rest of the group, they don't seem as afraid of you, so to say, but they don't talk to you. They kind of just ignore you entirely as well.
I'm an orangutan bagel. Thank you very much.
And you are getting some very strange looks, and people take a wide berth around your party.
I get on Pumpkin's shoulders and I start waving at people because I want them to know I'm a proud half elf. So
I'm gonna put my hood back up.
Bagel, make a perception check.
I don't know these people.
Bagel, make a perception check.
Okay. 22.
Okay, 22. You do see a few half elves, but they seem to be walking alone, kind of keeping their heads down, getting to where they're going, type of thing.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
Kieran, it's up to you. I'm wailing in pain on the carpet.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to Garon, I'm gonna pull his hood down, and then I'm gonna ask him where we get to the one place where the statues are.
Kiran. You can either make a history check or you can try to ask somebody.
I'm gonna make a history check.
Go ahead and make a history check. You have been to Singhorn a few times. You never stayed long. It was just a small, like, kind of trip. Oh, let's go see the city of Singhorn. Yay. It's like a school field trip type thing when you were young.
You went on school field trips?
You entered from the same gate. And while you haven't been there because of the nature of this place, the Reverine walks are just to the right. They are literally right next to you guys. You just need to turn right down one of these like cobblestone streets.
Do you see the statues?
You do not currently see any statues, no. Carmeline's like, the male statue is on the east. Well, I guess it would be duskward side, and then the female statue's on the dawnward side.
How far away are these statues from each other?
I mean, they're all the way across the ward, so they're not too terribly far. I mean, you can get there in a couple hours, maybe a few days. Who knows?
Interesting.
Kiran, go ahead and make another history check for me. Okay. Growing up, you would have heard stories of people going on walks in the Reverine walks. Elves typically a lot of the times elves go in there for a kind of a meditative walk, to think things over type of stuff. Some elves dedicate years, if not centuries, to going on these said walks.
Okay, I relay this to
Spent
the rest of the
centuries
party.
going for a walk across the fucking city.
Garmelia's like, what?
Can I repeat it?
Oh.
It's a very spiritual place.
I mean, that just makes it funnier, right?
No.
Well, you can't back out now. We already made a deal.
I'm just gonna go into the middle of the ward, sit down, and start meditating. If I don't see it, I don't know what's happening.
Do you guys all walk in?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you all enter into the Reverine walks, you see, you feel
Sam, I'm just gonna let you know we don't see the same background as you right now.
Yeah, I
Still
know.
the main map. Okay.
I know.
Cool.
I'm showing the people watching the map.
Sorry.
So you guys, because you guys
don't
don't
get to see the map.
You do not get to see the map because you don't have a map of Sinkhorn.
No, not for me.
Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting.
Hey, you're
Could've,
cheating!
watch the stream.
Her.
Did you actually have the stream on?
I have the stream on. I just closed it. I didn't want to see the map.
Okay.
No, Julie's doing it on purpose.
Maybe?
Is that considered
You're
cheating?
turn off the stream, please.
Damn it.
Why did you say something, Julia?
Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
So, where were we? Yes, you guys just entered into the walks. You feel this strange feeling, almost this contentness throughout your entire body as your mind kind of wanders from thought to thought, ponders questions you really haven't thought of in a while or haven't ever thought of ever. But you just get the feeling that you could walk here for days, weeks.
Interesting.
When you guys finally get in, Garmili goes ahead and reappears.
Alright.
And he's like, okay, I believe it's just this way. Follow me. And he begins marching through down one of the paths of these walks. What do you guys like to do?
Alright.
We're following.
I'm meditating.
Okay.
You're gonna meditate? You're not even gonna pull a prank with us?
Nope.
You feeling okay with everybody?
Probably need your
Kiran.
help with sneaking it around. So
So you guys, after about 10 minutes, you come upon this little clearing in these trees, and I forgot to describe them. These trees are these dark brown wood that erupt in this color of just pink at the top, and it's pink leaves and pink flowers. Leaves and flowers litter the ground, and they don't lose any color when they fall. There almost seems to be constant leaves kind of blowing in the wind type of thing as well. So you get to this little circle where it's cleared out and there's a path around it, and you see this statue of this tall, elvish-looking individual with very pointy ears, long what would be golden hair if it wasn't made out of stone. And on his back, this magnificent-looking bow.
Nice.
In his hands, he's kind of holding out like this, but down closer to his stomach. In his hands, you just see a sun.
Okay.
And Garmi, you see the
the
statue's like...
shoulder and be like, it's you!
Kiran is not with you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. He went to walk. He's like,
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
for a
meditate,
walk.
whatever that means.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anyone here
Yeah, go
besides
ahead and make
us?
a perception check.
It's a 25.
25.
Game plan is I run up the statue and I break the head off.
While
Or-
you don't see any other people, you do see a tree move.
Which tree? Well,
And
okay.
you just see a tree that's kind of like deep into the forest. Just stand up, move to a different place, and sit back down again.
Okay, while you guys do that, you guys want me to try and make some kind of distraction or investigate the tree?
I think the people with the highest stealth should go switch the statues, and then the rest should go create a like illusion somewhere else.
I'll create a distraction, dog.
It's a good idea.
One of those statues that's like a real person.
I'm gonna talk to the trees. I'm gonna violence with the trees. Not yet, but maybe eventually.
Okay, I'm gonna go gallop over to the tree.
Okay. Are you a horse now?
No, I'm still a monkey. I'm still Mr. Jingle.
Okay. Let's gallop over to the tree. Okay. Okay. So the tree that you saw move.
Yes.
You look at it. It looks like a normal tree.
I want to
I'm
knock.
gonna look at Garmelie, and I'm gonna be like, do trees normally move?
Just normal tree.
So we see the
Oh,
statues, right?
That's I think I remember something about moving trees in this place. Like they can kind of move around and get you all deoriented and stuff. It's weird, but I think we can make it through.
Do you know where the other place is? The other lady.
It's on the other side. But
Wait.
it's kind of a maze, but also if you just kind of hope that you get somewhere, you kind of do. If not, you would have to go all the way around the lake if you wanted to get anywhere in the city. So you can make your way through. It's not that hard.
Can I insight check him?
Make an insight check.
Can we use the carpet to hover above the trees? Find the path.
What?
From his knowledge, he
Dang.
seems truthful.
Wait, what are we trying to do?
Yeah, if he knows where he's going, so we don't get lost.
Well, it would not be the first time getting lost.
Do you actually have a plan for this, Garmelia, or are we just, winging it right now?
No. I don't have a plan. I just wanted to do it. So, if you guys want to go decapitate the statue, and then we can go find the other statue and decapitate that one, put the head on, and then bring it back over here. If you want to fly, I mean that's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm good with doing
I'm
whatever.
going to. Is his shoulder? Do I think that the statue's shoulder is big enough for me to stand on?
The statue would be big enough for you to stand on. It's a pretty big statue.
I'm running up the statue and standing on the shoulder.
Okay. Since you were a monk and you can do cool monk shit, you run up the side of the statue and perfectly land right on top of its shoulder. You kind of have to watch out for the bow because it seems a little bit thinner than the rest of the statue, but you're standing on its shoulder.
I'm going to attempt to knock the head off.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. What are you using? Are you using your quarterstaff?
Probably, yeah. That was not what I meant to do.
This is not gonna end well.
Plus 12. A 31.
Why'd you roll advantage?
Good question. A 23.
Okay. You whack and perfect hairline fracture all the way across the neck.
I'm gonna shout,
It hasn't fallen off.
"Timber!"
You hit it perfectly that it didn't fall, but it just has this massive, not massive, this hairline fracture through the entire thing.
Alright. Interesting.
Guys, let's make a fake sign that says under construction.
If Bagel wants to do that while
I'll do it. I'll forge
I
a
can do
sign.
that.
So when we like, people aren't confused, like, oh, the head's missing. Oh, it says under construction. That makes sense.
Alright. Can I use my forgery kit and my knowledge of the elven language to attempt to make a sign?
Make a performance check.
Alright, a performance check.
And
Do I add my proficiency since I'm
Yes.
proficient?
Yes.
Alright. A 24?
That works.
Nice.
So you make this actually official looking sign with like this green elvish looking letters, and it says under construction.
Dude, I have great ideas.
Planted in the dirt.
All right, whoever has one of the stones, leave it here.
One of the stones.
The teleport stone, so you can't.
Yeah, I'll just stay here. Well, I can just stay here. We don't need everybody to go.
Do what?
I'll just stay here.
Oh, that's fine. Wait.
You sure? Last time we split the party, it didn't go well.
Listen, Bambu can take care of himself. It's the rest of the party that might need help. Okay, Bambu can survive for a while. The rest of the party can't. Maybe not take care of himself, but I can survive.
Okay.
Maybe somebody you could message if something's going awry.
I'll yell.
Well, Naveen should go with someone because can't she,
I
like,
can munch
method?
my way up and chop off a thing, yeah.
I can mend the head back on.
Me and Naveen and one other person will go.
Are you flying or are you walking?
Let's fly.
Yeah.
How are you getting the head off the statue?
I will call. Actually, you know what? We should probably walk. I will call the carpet, and I will use the immovable rod as well as the carpet to like push it onto the carpet.
Okay.
How big is his head?
It's a decently sized head, but because it's just the head of the statue, it is able to be carried by the carpet.
Can it be put in the bag of holding?
How much more space do you have in the bag of holding?
Mine's pretty much empty.
I'd say
more
yes.
than 500 pounds. Everything's gonna go to. Oh god.
How heavy is his head?
You don't know. It's pretty heavy.
I don't know. Imagine a decent bowling ball. Maybe more.
More
I mean,
than
if I
a bowling
can
ball.
stand on the shoulder.
Like, is it
of
like
the
a
statue,
3 foot
that's
tall
probably gonna be
head?
pretty good.
Is it like a tiny Atlas stone?
No. Well, how much are Atlas stones? How much do Atlas stones weigh? Like
It could
100?
be 250 to like 500 pounds.
It might be somewhere around there.
All right. Well, into the bag of holding it goes.
Okay.
I'll break on Wild Shape, and I will go with Naveen and Bagel because I can use tree stride at free will.
You
So
can.
if things get hairy,
Oh, that's a good point.
I can just start jumping tree to tree.
Does it really matter?
So I'm gonna give my bag of holding to Pumpkin.
Okay. You have a bag of holding with the head in it. Okay.
Cool.
Kiran,
Yes.
as you wander through the forest, your mind wanders from different thing to thing. Why are your friends doing this? Where did I get my inherent racism from? Sometimes am I just as bad as these people?
From...
Aww.
I can't be as bad as these people in Singhorn. They're racist. And then as you wander, you don't even know how far you've wandered at this point, but you just feel this calling down a smaller looking path that seems more overgrown.
I take it.
Okay.
Whoa. He's adventuring.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
The
Kiron's
road
gonna
less
be the one to
traveled.
die if it's anybody.
As you begin to go down this path, after a little while, it opens once again to a very closed-in opening with the trees overhanging the entire thing. But in front of you, you see. Give me a second to find the description. Yes. You see this statue made of pure diamond. It depicts the radiant likeness of this androgynous elf. You can't tell if it's male or female. Make a religion check.
Oh, brother. 18.
You would know this to be a depiction of the Archheart. You are standing at the stone of the Archheart. Seems to be what the thing was calling you.
Yeah, stone.
Okay, Naveen, Bagel, and Pumpkin. What are you guys doing?
We're following Garmelie to the next statue.
Okay, Garmelie starts going a random direction. Are you letting him lead?
I guess.
Uh-oh.
Actually, very like close
I
behind
guess so.
her.
I mean,
Garmelie got us this far.
Okay. You walk for about an hour, and there's actually these bridges that go over this river. And you walk across it, and then you feel like you've been going in a straight line, but then you arrive back at the river. And he's like, I don't, oh, you, go ahead, make a survival check.
alright. I will roll, and I will get a 8. No, not an 8.
Who knows?
So, you guys realize, as you begin to walk again, it's not that you purposely turned around, but the trees kind of moved and formed a path to turn you around.
Wow.
So this
That's
time
very
you're
nice
more
of you.
careful to watch out for that. And as you actually stop at a certain point and see the trees move, and it actually reveals another path that you didn't see before. You take that instead, and this happens a couple more times, and eventually you come upon, once again, a very similar looking clearing with this in the center, this statue of a this female elf. Once again, long hair, these flowing robes that go all the way down past her feet. And in her hands, you see 2 moons, one bigger than the other.
Nice.
Alright. So,
I'm gonna hand. Actually, yeah.
hold on, let me see the bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
will
give
take it, and I will dump the head onto the carpet.
Okay.
Alright?
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm going to run up the statue, and I'm going to crack the head that's on the statue.
Okay, go ahead and make another attack roll.
Nice.
Even more precise than last time, and you at first you don't even think that there is a crack, but then you kind of push a little bit and you see a crack just emerge. You did it perfectly.
Alright.
Pumpkin, you're up.
My calling is a stonemason. Okay, I'm gonna put this head into the empty bag of holding.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna call the carpet up.
Can I also be on the carpet whenever it goes up?
Sure. It's gonna be close to the weight, but that's fine. You guys get it up to the top. You both have to lift to get the head back into place. The male head, I presume.
Yes.
Yes, we're putting the male head on the female body, and this will be great, and we'll have no repercussions whatsoever.
Garmelie, as soon as he sees it, he's like, ha ha! He like falls onto his back laughing. He's like, I can't wait to see the other one though. This one's funny. You guys take a look. These heads look almost identical. There's really not a lot of facial difference between elves.
2 identical heads? No.
Oh
But he thinks this is so
wait,
funny.
I'm going to cast sending or message to Harold. I'm going to ask him to use the teleportation stone to us so that he can mend the head so it looks like there's no cracks or anything.
Pumpkin can melt
Pumpkin can
I
melt
can
stone
use
too?
mending.
He's got mending.
Mending.
Awesome.
You're just going the extra mile. You just
Yeah,
want
that's
to
why I
make this
came
as
So that nobody
precise
knows.
as possible.
You could tree stride back to us, and then we could just.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So while the Venus is her message to Harold, I'm gonna mend it.
Okay, so you begin to cast mending, and you do it in 1 foot steps. It only takes a couple casts, but you don't see where the old stone was and the new stone that you just placed on it is, and you have the other head with you now.
So is this number 6 for people that will hate us?
Huh?
If you're counting
Maybe.
this entire city.
So are you guys, just sitting around with the other head, or?
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, so is
I'm
one
going
person.
to.
Should I just use the teleportation stone back?
Did I just use the teleportation stone back so that we can get that one on top like sooner while you guys find your way back?
Wait! But don't put it on when I'm not there. I want to see it.
Okay.
I mean, I can take
Fine.
it back, and your other friends can put it on if you want me to.
That's okay.
That's okay.
But
I'll just
Garmelia,
go
you
back.
need a guide to get back.
Oh. Do you want to walk back, or how do you want to do this?
Let's just find our way back.
Find our way back.
Okay. Who wants to lead this time?
He could go, yeah!
I can lead.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Natural 20.
This is the second one
Second one in a row.
So
That's
this time,
like the third one of this session. Holy shit.
this time you not only notice that the trees have been moving, and what you thought were to be revealing new paths, but the paths move as well. It's not nothing is set in stone here, so to say. Everything seems to move and change and shift, and you kind of get the sense how people could walk in here for centuries, because while you've been walking in here for only an hour or two, it's been ever changing, and it feels like you haven't seen the same thing twice, other than the river that was a clear landmark. Kiran,
Alright.
what would you like
So,
to
do I know what the art chart is?
do? You would know the art chart is one of the prime deities of the world. Is a deity of the Fae and of the elves. Is seen as both the mother and father of elves, creator of all elves.
Okay. Do I see anything else around the statue?
Other than the trees that seem to enclose this area, keeping it blocked off from pretty much everything, you don't see anything.
Okay. Then I'll say a little prayer on there.
It is also what Harold worships.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do a little prayer.
Okay, make another religion check.
Okay. Phew.
As you say your prayer, the diamond seems to glow just for a brief second, and then you notice Fleshrender at your side also glow. And in this moment, Fleshrender begins to glow brighter and seems to even overpower the brightness of the glow of the stone of the Archheart.
Okay.
Naveen, Bagel, and Pumpkin.
That's us.
What are you guys doing? Oh, you're walking back? Did you already make?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
went
made.
back.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you got the 30. So, as you guys walk back,
we did
you actually
nothing. We did no such thing.
you see the correct ways. You actually see other monuments, none as big as these first two, but you do pretty quickly get back to the other side of the ravine, the Reverie walks.
Alright. Do we get back to the statue?
Yes, you have made it back to the statue. Everyone that stayed, you see them approach.
Welcome back.
Garmelie
hi,
has just
Babu.
the biggest smile on his face.
Alright, we're gonna put this other one on.
Okay. So how are you gonna end up there? Are you doing it the same way?
Yeah.
Okay.
The same way we did before.
You get it back up there once again. Go ahead and you mend it once again, And those of you that weren't there before, like, once again, the heads look almost identical. There are very subtle differences. Like, one of them had a little bit pointier ears, the other one had a little bit bigger nose. One of them was more smiling, like a little bit of a cocky grin. The other one was more stern looking. But the differences are so minuscule that most people would probably never notice in an elf's lifetime. So, 900 years.
I'm
Alright.
going to like stand back and admire this. I'm gonna put my hand on Garmeli's shoulder and I'm gonna be my friend. You are a genius.
I know. Isn't it amazing?
This was the stupidest thing. Literally.
And he has the biggest smile on his face. We should do this more often. Are you guys free?
You know, buddy, maybe we should.
You guys got any more pranks in mind? We can run amok and sing.
We're done. We want to go.
Okay.
Once we figure out this whole like world-ending thing here, buddy, I will totally get into contact with you.
We actually
We can run all the pranks you want.
Where we acquire this vestige called the Kiss of the Changebringer. I think if we were able to acquire that, that'd be a fantastic prank.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not going into the Tangle Woods. Those places are scary, but I'll definitely lead you there, and I'll give you the tools to make it out. Speaking of which,
as well as the tools to make it back to the plane, right?
Yeah. Where's your friend, that Elven fellow?
I don't know, doing some spirit journey thing. I'm not about to interrupt him. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the under construction sign.
Okay. You see him kind of ruffle through his fur, and like, you don't see where, but seemingly coming out of his fur, you see him hold something in his hands. He's like, "Here's my first part of my deal." And he opens up his hands to you all, and you see in his hands this small little trinket on a necklace. And it appears to be made out of twigs and vines. And it depicts this arched doorway with a path going through it. And he's like, This is a gate of the plains. It's very powerful magic, and it will let you once a day travel between the plains, but there are some exceptions. One, it has to be a plane that you've been to before. Two, you have to know the place that you want to go. Three, it creates a portal that stays there for a couple hours, so be careful, things can follow you through. And four, oh yeah, if you cast it a bunch of times, like every single day for like a whole year or something like that, the portal becomes permanent.
Whoa.
Cool. Thank you.
One more thing. It can only connect two places on two different planes. You can't go from the material plane to the material plane. You can go from the material plane to the Feywild, or the Feywild to the material plane, but you can't go from material to material or Feywild to Feywild.
So anybody can use it.
Anybody can use it. Yep.
Dibs?
He offers it out to you.
Does anybody else want to take it?
I mean, you are the flag guy.
Harold wants it.
Alright, well, last time you got something that let you go between planes, you sold it to an old lady to learn how to read, and then you knew the words, but you didn't know what they meant. So, one more question, Garmeli. Can you collapse the portals?
Yeah, you can, like, cast Dispel Magic if you want. If you want to end them early, you know.
Good to know.
I'm really imagining Harold right now, currently dying on the carpet, like writhing. He's like, I want it.
Oh my god.
So, I guess, do you guys want to sleep in here, or do you want to go out? I mean, I guess we gotta find your friend, or.
Yeah, let's give him a couple hours.
Okay. Kieran.
He's off doing elf stuff.
Can I try prayer one more time?
Roll another religion check.
Please, please, please. There we go.
The wind flows through the trees,
A nat 20 again? Are you kidding?
casting down a bunch of leaves in your face, and you kind of have to brush them out of your face. And when you reopen your eyes, you're standing back on the trail before you went onto like the secluded path.
Okay.
The path is no longer there.
I'm gonna try to find my way back.
Make a survival check.
All right.
Okay. It takes you a while, but you eventually do find your way back. It seems like the forest isn't trying to trick you as much. And because I want to show you guys how cool this map looks, this is what I've been looking at this entire time.
Ooh, dang. Where are we? Wait, why are you
It's not a totally accurate map because there's things in wrong places, but that's the general layout. So
Can we see
I can
it
show you again. Yes.
Only briefly. Only briefly.
Only briefly.
It's beautiful.
Whoa!
So we were in the Reverie Walks.
Well, I want to go to the Fey Grove. I want to go to the Emerald City. I want to go to the Memory Ward.
Citadel?
There's a big tree in the Memory Ward, guys.
You want to go to the Emerald Citadel? That sounds like a bad idea somehow.
Can we just go get Harold like healed up and then leave?
You guys have met back up. Everyone is together again.
Cool.
So, Garmili's like, I mean, not many people come in here, so if we want to sleep in here, we can, or we can go out of Singhorn. It's up to you guys. Oh, hi, Mr. Elf Dude.
Yeah. Hi.
How was your walk? Learn anything?
Dude, somebody's a grumpy puss. What the hell happened to you, bud?
Can Karan tell the difference between the heads? Wait, he didn't even see the head.
I'm gonna give him like a once over.
I'm not looking at any stats. My head is
See if
down.
he's injured.
I don't want to notice.
He doesn't seem injured.
Alright.
All right.
Sounds like Kieran can booze.
Okay. Where are you guys going?
I want to go out of the
I
city.
guess we could get ready for bed. Really, like, doesn't matter. Let's just get ready for bed.
Are you going out of the city to get ready for bed?
Nah.
So you're sitting in the Reverie Walks.
Is that a good idea, guys?
I'm sure there's got to be an inn here somewhere.
Other than me, doesn't watch. I always mess
How
it
do
up.
they both get muted? Are we go? I didn't hear you guys. Are we going to bed here or what?
I vote let's go out of the city.
Okay, let's go out the city.
Okay. So as you guys approach the gate again, they're like, "Find the medicine you need."
Yeah, it'll take some time.
Are you still an elf?
Yeah.
How long does that last?
It's disguised self, so I don't know.
It lasts an hour, so you're not an elf anymore.
Oh well.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage.
What do you mean, oh well, you stupid
Who whispered to me? I can't hear
motherfucker.
you. Who whispered to me?
Deception.
Garmili is invisible once again, just so you know.
15.
Disadvantage. So
Oh god. 5.
You get the
This is why
weirdest
you're not
look
allowed to
from
do
the
anything.
commander. But he's like, open the gates, let them out. The gates are open to you. Before you guys walk out, Kitarani steps up to you once again and says, were they up to any trouble?
As far as I know, no.
And you kept your eyes on them the entire time.
I tried.
Roll a deception check.
Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, shit. Come on.
Nope.
I got a 12.
Thank you, good elf. And he lets you pass.
Oh no, God.
I'm gonna like glare at the guy as I walk past him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll put the guards because
But
he feels judged.
Okay. So
Bagel, let's just mind our business.
I'm gonna throw this at you.
Act like good half elves. Look at our toes.
okay. So you guys get a decent way outside the city before Garmieli reappears, and he's like, "I'm tired. It's sleep time now. You guys ready for sleep?"
Sleep time!
sure.
During this time, Coco had actually gone to sleep because that was her time for her own sleep schedule. It seems to be slightly off from you guys currently. But
Is she sleeping on like big shoulder?
yeah.
Does she know I have rats in my hat?
She does now.
Oh.
You
Nice.
actually see she kind of like she talks to them and they like squeak, and then she's like having a conversation with her rats, but you can understand her side of it, type of thing.
Oh my gosh! Can I ask her to ask them what if I could do anything for them that would make their ride more comfortable?
They're like, she talks to them and is like, oh, they just want more food. They always want more food. They're hungry.
Thank you, Coco.
Okay. So, would you guys like to take watches, or are you just going to sleep?
Yes.
Of course we're gonna take watches.
Who would like to take first watch?
I do.
I'll take it with Bagel.
Ooh, yes, stay.
Okay.
Bagel, let's gossip about all of the elves in the city and how they treat half
We'll
elves.
talk about how hard our lives are being half elves.
Go ahead and roll perception checks.
You see it?
Oh no. Apparently I was really into my rant.
Yeah, you're really into your rant. You got very passionate about how the elves just hate half-elves and how they're so racist and how they've
Did you wake us
systematically
up with any
oppressed
of
you
his
for their
ranting?
entire life.
But I'm gonna finish this rant by going and saying that at least we're lucky that we have Huron.
Bagel, you're a good listener and you listen the entire time, but you also keep an eye out for your surroundings. But nothing seems to happen.
Cool.
Who wants to take second watch?
I will.
22.
I have a question.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Does it have to be humanoid people to receive sendings?
No.
I'm going to attempt to cast send a message to Draco.
Okay, go and roll a d100.
High or low?
Nope, just roll a d100.
An 86.
86.
What would you like to send to him?
I would like to just ask, like, are you okay?
You get no response.
Is that it? You just get a response that says free. Flying. Where go?
Thank God. I'm going to spend another key point, and I'm going to
Ask about Chunk.
I'm going to. Oh yeah, I'll ask about Chunk. I'll just say, is Chunk alive? But then I'll also just tell him to keep himself safe for now, and we'll get to him as soon as we can. We got teleported to another plane of existence, but we'll be back. And that we didn't abandon you.
Draco responds, "Don't know where Chonk. Miss you. Please hurry."
I love Chomp. Wait. Say that again.
Don't know where Chonk.
No!
Miss you. Please hurry.
Where's Chonk at?
We will find him.
Naveen, say it to Cindy, to Chonk, and tell him to find Draco.
Chonk is, I mean, if we're gonna be realistic,
Intelligent.
Okay, so Chonk has an intelligence of like 3.
Stop!
And we got
he has
teleported
an
in the
intelligence
middle
of 10.
of a bunch of
Chonk, sorry.
angry
I thought you were talking about
giants.
Yes! Chonk!
And hungry giants. So like I don't know how well off Chonk is.
Please message Chonk.
You're not awake.
Why would you not wake me up? Why would you not do it on your
Fine. I'll send a message to Chonk.
Go ahead and roll another D100.
Let's go, Chonk.
76.
What do you want to say?
Are you alive?
I hope he goes, bro.
That's all you get. It doesn't know. Chonk doesn't know how to talk, but that's all you get.
Bro, he's alive, bro.
My baby boy.
Oh my God.
My big
Bro, we
beautiful giant salamander boy.
They have to be able to understand a written language. But okay. Should we give these people some background? Not that there's a lot of people watching, but like so Chonk is our giant salamander who's he's a little special. Like when he blinks with one eye first and then the other. But we love him. And he's cute.
Chonk.
I guess.
He's a chonker.
Yeah.
And then Draco is a pseudo dragon.
Boy.
Pseudo dragon
that hates
imprinted. Does not like Kiron and has imprinted with Naveen.
How did it split up?
When we got teleported to the Feywilds, it was only people that Harold considered friends that got teleported. But apparently Harold has no friends except for us, even from his childhood. So he was a lonely motherfucker. Shut up, loser. Shut up, loser.
Yeah, sure. You have so many friends. Name one friend other than us from the Feywild.
I second that question.
You know what, Harold and Farrell and
Buddy, I love
Terrell too. Terrell's a cool guy.
Your intelligence is a 6, which makes your bluffing goddamn awful.
No, I'm not bluffing.
Oh, this is real?
Well, when this campaign's over, I can't wait to go meet Harold and Farrell and Gerald.
I didn't know you were talking.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What if all of his friends are just dead now? Oh my god.
Third watch. So you are still watching the stream.
I started rewatching the stream just because we saw the map, so you showed us the map, so I was like, it must be okay.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
They're not dead.
Oh wait,
He's
sorry.
just
Third watch.
Loser.
I'll do it.
Go ahead and roll perception check.
19.
19.
Not behind.
During your watch, at one point you do see a snake that slithers into the middle of camp, but you easily just shoo it away and it slithers back into the jungle. But that's all that happens.
You shoot the
You
lizard?
shoot the lizard?
Shoo it.
Oh, shoot it.
Oh,
You
shoot
can
it.
try to. You want to shoot it? You can. You want to try and shoot it?
Snakeskin boots, motherfucker.
Yeah, I do.
Oh
Go ahead and
my
make
Oh
an
my
attack
god!
Dude.
It's a snake.
Why are you shooting a snake?
You almost punched a bird.
I didn't
Punch a bird, I was shooting a
bird
talking bird
A
away from my
fucking
friend.
sentient
I don't know if
bird.
you know this, but we haven't exactly had good history with talking animals.
She introduced the bird though.
No, it just started talking. She didn't introduce it until after I tried to shoot it.
Oh, I'm sure. It's more like you saw a bird and you said, "I'm gonna hurt it."
Okay.
You got me. I hate birds.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
So, as you shoot it, where you hit it with the arrow, you see the snake kind of writhe in pain and fall over dead, and then it splits into two snakes, both that start slithering off into the forest.
What the fuck?
Why would this is why it's a bad idea.
Okay.
That's like the hype.
It doesn't seem to come back and try and attack you. It dies, comes back alive, and splits off into two snakes, where you hit it.
It's a worm. It's not a snake. It's a big old worm.
Okay. I was gonna try and cook something to eat, but all right.
Why would you?
No food for
Okay.
you.
Okay. So you all wake up once again in the morning. Garmelie, and he's like, now if I remember, from Singhorn to get to the Tangled Woods, it's just 3 days nightward. Okay. 3 days nightward. Harold, you are no longer affected by Wish. Just so you know.
Somebody give him a wish spell again so he can wish for something stupid. Oh my god. You're the reason we're stuck in this issue in the first place.
We're not stuck anymore.
Oh,
We were stuck.
okay.
You have the
Not
means to
stuck.
get away, and you have completed your side of the deal. If you want to leave now, you can.
Let's find the Tangled Woods first.
Garmelie still has to help us get the thingy.
Because if we get to the Tangled Woods, then that would become a place I know on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, is that one Clancy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Tell you,
Clancy is such a boy.
He's got those.
he's kind of been sitting on my lap for a couple minutes.
Anyway. If that becomes a place I know, then I can teleport back to it, right, with the key?
It's a magic item called Gate of the Plains Amulet.
Okay, I'm going to look it up. Is that okay?
It's not real.
Ah.
I can read you the exact description I wrote for it. Once
Okay.
again, it's a small little arch doorway with a what looks like road traveling through it, made out of sticks and vines. Once a day, you can use your action to create a doorway to another plane that you have been to before. You specify the place you want to go, and you must be familiar with that place you are trying to go, or you don't have to be familiar. If you know of a teleportation circle, but you haven't actually been there, you can use that as well. The gateway forms from vines out of the ground that formed an arched doorway that remained for 1d8 hours. If you do this every day in the same spot, the doorway will become permanent.
Epic.
This cannot link two places on the same plane, only to two different planes.
Not places
Is
on
the
same
portal
plane,
permanent on
only
both
two
ends or only
planes.
one end?
So, yeah, it becomes permanent on both ends.
So, would you guys be opposed to me, like, going to get Draco once we got to the Tangled Woods?
Well,
It would take us one extra day.
Bless you.
If you want to leave a portal open for 1d8 hours.
Yes, but we can collapse it with Dispel Magic.
Does anyone have Dispel Magic?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. As an Arcana cleric?
Oh.
Challenge.
Oh. Oh, Devin, you've been challenged. Look at the confusion.
No, I know. I believe you. You don't have to look it up.
No, look it up. Look it up. Don't be shy. Put some more. Don't be shy.
Hey Sam, how many followers or how many viewers do we currently have?
Currently, we have 5 viewers. That includes some of you guys, just so you know.
That was me at one point, but I logged out.
Should we
is
take,
on
That's so cool.
should we
still
take
on
a minute to tell our viewers like each of our character names
characters?
and
like
tell
to.
them what our class is so that they understand? Or
You know what?
we
That
are?
sounds like a great idea because I need to go get some water. So if you guys want to do that while I run and grab some water, go
Do
right
they
ahead.
know who Chunk is? We've talked a lot about Chunk.
We talked
Go
about
ahead.
Chunk. We explained who Chunk and Draco are.
Describe
Yeah,
who you are and anything that you want to add that has happened in the campaign already that you think would be interesting. And I'll be right back.
Alright, who wants to go first?
I'll go first since I was the one that brought it up. So my character's name is Pumpkin. I am a druid in the Circle of Spores. Basically, Pumpkin is the healer of the party. I play strictly support, and honestly, he's a little flirty, a little funky, but it's a fun character. He is the compassionate one of the party.
A compassionate one.
Oh god. Alright.
Why are you laughing? Pumpkin spent many nights
You
with
were
Bob.
all so compassionate with those giants.
Okay.
That's a character arc.
Well, to be fair, those giants were trying to kill us. So
Sam and I already talked about it. There's inner turmoil there. There's lasting effects.
Alright. So, I am Naveen. I am a purple tiefling monk of the Cobalt Soul. So I'm a fighting librarian and it's fucking awesome. And I also recently gained access, granted pretty limited access to some time spells, which make things very fun. I have a pseudo-dragon named Draco, who we are departed from currently and I'm trying to get back to. And then I have 2 owl griffins named Aegis and Ira, who are not currently with us because the world is ending, so I stored them in a safe place. Who's next?
You know, I completely forgot to mention that Pumpkin is a half-elf. And I also have a tiger named Carol, which we've been playing these characters now for around 8 or 9 months. So, I mean, there's a lot of irony in naming a tiger Carol. You know, Carol Baskin.
Listen, bitch,
Carol
the name
Baskin.
aged well, alright?
Is it mine? Is it
It
my
aged
turn?
very well.
No, it's not your turn, Bamboo. It's never your turn.
Okay,
Mr. 250 health.
I'm done.
Hi, I'm Bamboo Strongshield. I am the meat shield of our party. Bamboo, bearded in the mountain light. Bamboo Strongshield, a father figure, a beautiful, fat, buff, and bodacious dwarf.
oh my god.
Oh, so bodacious. His beard is beautiful. He has 3 kids. Three.
He's also an obese barbarian.
His wife cheated on him, who wasn't kind of his wife or mother of children. We're not really sure. He's sad.
He also,
And he fucked a cat. And he killed a
stole
dog.
ULT eggs and raised them as his own. That's 2 of his children.
We killed their parents.
And then he stole the children. Yes.
And I
Yep.
smashed one because I ran down a ladder.
It's a sad
And you're chaotic
sounds.
neutral. Okay. Is everyone ready to get back into everyone say what their character is, right?
No, not yet. Kieran,
Okay.
Bagel, and Bink, and
Oh,
Harold
okay.
still need to go.
Go for it.
Me, I'm a garden gnome.
Oh, garden gnome.
I'm a garden gnome. Very small. I get thrown a lot in battle because that's the fastest way I can move. I'm a barbarian. I do big damage, and I have 5 mice in my hat. I have names: Tink, Sink, Tink, Yink, and Link. So yeah.
And now you have a bird.
And Coco.
I don't know if Coco's my bird. Coco's just my friend. You know?
Okay.
Like, she's mine. I don't own her. She's her own lady.
That's a fair point. I should probably say that about Draco, too.
I mean, you did buy Draco.
Yes,
Coco's just
but I
coming
don't
along
like to
'cause she
think that I
wants
owned him. Like, if he tried to leave, I wouldn't stop him. I'd be upset, but I would not stop him. Mainly because he's the only intelligent person in this party that I can talk to. Aside from Pumpkin, who's experiencing some inner turmoil right now, and I'm not sure I want to deal with that. It's a lot to take on.
Yeah, we are kind of a stupid party.
Stupid.
We're not
Shut up, Mr. Six.
to make bad decisions. Like,
Hey, you
who's
used to be a
next?
10 and now you're 6 because you're dumb.
okay, I'm Bagel. I'm a rogue and a half elf. I used to be a blueberry bagel, but then got transformed by a wizard into a half elf. I lost everything that I owned to a bad wish spell. I used to have
Was
a
that a
baby.
wish spell?
What was it then?
Deca
Ruin.
Minions.
Ruin. Yeah, you're right. Ruin. And I used to have a baby panda named Bao Bao, and ever since then I went downhill. So I'm chaotic neutral.
He's also the only player in the party that has died thus far, and he
Okay,
died.
we don't have to mention that. Okay, that's not really
multiple
important
times.
or necessary to the storyline. Okay.
Should we also introduce Creative Liberty? I don't think we've talked about him yet.
I'll
Yes.
introduce Creative Liberty at the end.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we kind of forgot about him.
Who's
I don't know what
anyone
this
else?
wee shit is.
Okay, I'm Kieran. So I'm a wood elf and a ranger, with 1 level into warlock because I've given my soul pretty much to a demon, or not a demon, but a dark god, so I can wield a rapier called Fleshfender. I'm kind of a drunkard because it's a god that happened in my past. And I'm an overall badass.
Sure you are, buddy.
Anyone else need to go? Is that everybody? Oh, Harold. Okay.
Harold. I'm a firbolg cleric. Follow Solid Clark. I'm from the Feywilds. Don't remember much of it because I got pretty stupid. Used to be smart, pretty stupid because I drew a card.
You didn't used to be smart, hun.
I used to be smart compared to what I
You
am now.
used to be average.
Well, yeah. Arcane cleric.
Okay. So Creative Liberty. A little bit of backstory. They fought a beholder and managed to find in the beholder's lair a deck of many things. They've drawn a lot of cards from the deck of many things.
And it has always gone down since then.
Good things, bad things. They're almost out of cards in the deck. I have not told them how many cards they have left, but they're almost out of cards. Some of cards that they've drawn include Knight. Key is the one that gives you a keep. They've also drawn Ruin, Yoral, and other stuff like that. When they drew Knight, Bamboo, our dwarf, drew Knight, and created a fighter who is now also a paladin, dedicated to him. And when I said, "What do you want to name your new knight?" he said, "I don't know. You can have Creative Liberty," and that's how Creative Liberty was born. Creative Liberty is just a dwarf fighter paladin and is along for the ride wherever these fools go. He's ready to help protect and defeat some evil.
Ouch. I don't like the general use of fool, sir.
A few other important NPCs that have not been mentioned. Wilmot Wisecrack. He was the first NPC that they met. He gave them their first quest, and when they drew the rogue card, turned against them and tried to get them assassinated. Lyran. Lyran was an ally in the Beholder fight, and then when the demon invasion began, she was at their keep. She got them out of there, got them to a safe place, being her father's house, where she revealed that her and her father are both dragons.
Kieran's also.
And Kieran's still trying to get in her pants.
Yes.
He's gonna fuck a dragon, even though he's not a bard.
Yes. And they've defeated one big bad evil guy so far in the campaign, being the Deceiver, a follower and prominent member of the following Zahir, the Cloak Serpent. He originally wielded Fleshrender, the weapon that Kieran currently is wielding. Okay. Where were we? You guys just woke up, right?
So basically,
Yeah.
Okay. So as you wake up, Carmelie stretches, and she's like, "Okay, to get to the Tanglewood, it's just 3 days nightward. Are you guys ready
sure, buddy.
to speed this up? Nothing's gonna happen on the travel, so we're just gonna go ahead and quickly jump to 3 days later as you guys are arriving at the Tanglewood. He does tell you it's going to be 2 full days of travel, and it's going to be a little after mid-awake when you arrive at the woods, the Tanglewood woods.
Cool.
So slash off 2 more days. Okay.
Put us all back together.
So as you guys begin getting close to the Tangled Woods, the sun moves places again. You exit the forest. You're back in the fields for a little bit before you hit this the place where there's actually noonday sun for a little bit before you move past that, and it's back to being not dawn, dusk, where it's back to being dusk. You eventually come upon this massive river that flows in random directions, seems to speed up in places and slow down in others. Garmelie, as you guys get a little bit closer to it, he's like, "That's the River of Destiny, and don't fall in. If you fall in, you're probably never getting back out. You're probably going to be dead. So don't fall in there."
Ah, nice.
So anybody up for a swim?
He's like, "Really? I'm not joking. Do not go in there."
But it's the River of Destiny.
I just trust me. Don't go in there.
Alright, whatever.
A little
What are we
bit.
gonna do, fellas?
You guys eventually reach the edge of the Tangled Woods. You see these these trees, leafless, graying vines hanging from tree to tree, gnarled roots sprouting out of the ground. Thanks for the follow. It's you that followed. So, but thanks for the
Wasn't
follow.
me.
Yes, it was. I saw your name.
That's not me.
That's Willard. I followed you
Oh,
earlier,
you
Sam.
stupid.
Well, thanks for following. Appreciate
He
it.
hates us.
Yes. Okay, no. Oh my god, who followed this time?
He just confirmed that. He just confirmed it.
Thanks, Bagel, for following.
You're welcome. Gotta support the group, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, oh no.
What?
Pumpkin, is that you? Thank you, Pumpkin, for following. Oh,
My Twitch name has pumpkin in the name.
who's that one? MCMEPPPP. Who is that?
That's me.
Thank you for the follow.
McMap.
We support you in your dreams.
Thank you. Okay. So. Yes. Kind of mirroring the adventures of Vox Machina just a little bit. The heroes have being faced down with terrible odds against a very powerful enemy, a group of enemies, in fact, are sent on a quest to go try and find the vestiges of divergence. These ones not being targeted by Vox Machina, and they found a few already, and there are more to find. Heroes. But currently they're after the Kiss of the Changebringer, which they knew was lost in the Feywild in the River of Destiny and was taken into the Tangled Woods and is currently inside what is known as the Living Tree. Okay. So, you guys get to the edge of the woods, and Garmeli's like, do I have to go in there with you guys? Can we just say that this is far enough? I can warn you about all the things in there, but I really, really don't want to go in.
You are our
Yeah,
guide,
we
Garmili.
I know. But
This far together.
listen to this. I've never actually been in there. I just know about the dangers, so I wouldn't be a very good guide.
Listen, buddy,
Yeah,
there's safety in numbers. We all know this.
Yeah, but there's scary stuff in there. I don't want to die.
Really, look how strong I
Like,
am.
Safety
The only hands that are gonna
numbers.
kill you might be
Okay.
these.
Here's what I can tell you about the Tangled Woods. The Tangled Woods really don't like people going into them, okay?
Yeah, no duh.
You're set on going in, but if you go into the Tangled Woods, it's very hard to get out of the Tangled Woods. Pretty much the only way is to escape to another plane of existence. Therefore, I don't want to go in there.
But we can do that now. We have something for that.
You have that, but I don't have that.
If you're
You
with
can come
us.
I'm sure you can find a way back in.
I'd rather stay out here. You also have to be worried. Oh,
Come help us.
make a persuasion check.
Come.
Plus persuasion. I'm not very persuasive today.
He's like, I've completed my end of the bargain. I told you, I led you here, I told you the dangers, and I gave you the means to escape.
Do you
That's
know
all
how
we
to get
did.
through the Tangled Woods?
I've never been in the Tangled
Okay.
Woods.
Garmili, we're not gonna force you to go into the woods.
Okay, I'm
Just
leaving.
be a little bitch if you don't. But like, still, let's go play pranks.
We appreciate the help that you've done thus far, and
He
hopefully
salutes
someday
you,
in the
Pumpkin.
future.
He gives you a ginormous salute,
Yes.
and he says, I'm going as far away from here as I can, because this place is scary.
All right,
Okay, have fun, bye.
have fun, you little pervert.
You see him just begin marching away, happy, kind of prancing with his little goat hooves. Yes, Garmelia is a satyr. I don't know if I said that earlier. Okay, what are you guys doing?
So can we fly over the Tangled Woods?
You can certainly try.
You want to fly
Let's
over
not
it
do that.
and
That seems like a bad
scout
idea.
out the Tangled Woods real quick?
So what are you doing?
It's not my type it. I don't have a type it.
Kieran, you're the expert guide. Should we go above or through?
I'm the expert guide. This is my
Yeah,
first
Mr.
time.
You're the ranger.
Come on,
Come on,
Smokey.
Ranger Man, show us what you got.
You're a ranger.
All right. So I try to lead us through the tangled woods.
Are you going through or above? On the
I guess we're going through because I have no advantage to flying above.
Okay. So as you guys step into the tangled woods, everything goes dark. You see the sun is no longer up in the sky, but there is actually a moon, it looks like, in the sky instead. It is a crescent moon currently.
Does it look like this? Does the sky look like this?
No, it looks
Good.
pitch black outside. There are a few
Damn.
stars, and there is a little bit of moonlight coming down, but not enough to really light your way. So what are you guys doing?
We are going forth and adventuring.
Move forward.
You leading, Kieran?
Yeah.
I'm
ahead
also
and make a survival
slightly like a dog, like when a dog thinks they're
If I get swallowed up by something, some big old monster.
Make a survival check.
Honestly, Pumpkin's been swallowed before. Naveen's been swallowed before. It's not that bad.
You almost
I don't know.
died.
I still have PTSD from that,
Okay,
but
26.
Creative Liberty was swallowed.
He
and
died.
he died.
He died.
He did die from that, yeah.
I don't know about it. It wasn't that bad.
Is he 10?
What?
Is Creative Liberty level 10 now?
Creative Liberty did not level up that time. But he is already level 10. So he is already level 10, he is not level 11 yet.
Nice.
You begin to go through the woods, but you don't really have a sense of direction, so you're just kind of wandering right now. It's kind of hard to travel, but you're used to traveling through thick forests, so you kind of make your way decently. The other of you, he's helping you along, but you're having trouble. Eventually, Kieran, you just barely manage to pick up. You start hearing this weird noise. And it's like, is that really a noise or are my ears just ringing type of thing? You hear just this low hum coming from a, like, to the right, straight into the right.
Alright. I stop and I relay it back, and then I continue.
Those of you that are a little bit more perceptive, you kind of focus in your ears and you begin to hear it too. There's this just low, deep hum, and it's constant. It doesn't waver at all. It's just, but a lot like quieter.
I'm gonna plug my ears as though I'm annoyed by it.
Okay.
Just be like, nope. Gonna ignore that.
Alright, we continue going.
So you kind of pinpoint where you think it's coming from and start going that direction, or are you going away from it? Okay.
I think we go.
So as you go towards it and begin walking that way, after a while, it hasn't gotten any louder. However, the pitch has gone up. So where before it was, now it's.
Are we really about to find an ancient sentient tree by the sound of its reeds?
I guess we are.
You walk a little bit higher again, a higher pitch. It seems you feel like you're getting closer, but instead of it getting louder, it's just this higher pitch.
We're literally playing hot and cold.
Sure. It doesn't seem like it's moving. You're walking in one direction, and it seems to keep getting higher. Right at that point where it gets so high that it almost hurts your ears to hear, that's when you see in front of you a clearing in the woods. A small clearing.
Is there a tree?
In the back middle of the clearing, there is this large gnarled tree, bigger than the other trees, but still very gnarled and spread out. And as you guys get close, the humming stops. Do you go into the clearing?
Wait,
Yeah.
we saw one tree, right? One tree towards the back of the clearing.
There are trees lining the entire clearing, but there is one tree, kind of in the back middle, that is larger than all the trees and more gnarled.
I know what to do, guys.
Let's-
I'm gonna go attack it while Pumpkin tells me what it says.
Not again! You've done this too many times.
It
It's
never.
gonna swallow you too.
Stop me
Okay,
now, or I'm
I'm
going
going-
to it.
I
I'm
will
gonna
step
start-
into the clearing.
I'm gonna start marching to the tree with intent in my walk.
1 second. I'm going to ask you guys not to get on the stream because I'm going to a screen that you shouldn't see. So you can have the stream up
Okay.
still, just do not look at it.
Okay. Oh, I
Whoa,
closed it. It's
you
fine.
mean
I'll come back to it.
we saw you change your screen. We all saw you.
What? It's fine. I don't care that much.
Sure you don't.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna move you guys too. So, as you guys kind of enter into this clearing, go ahead and place yourselves towards the
Oh
back.
yeah.
Here we go.
Fight a boy.
Bamboo is marching with intent towards the tree.
Oh boy.
We are missing Pumpkin.
There are two. Wait, no, it's right there, isn't he?
No?
Creative Liberty's up next. Bamboo.
I'm gonna hide behind those rocks right there when I get to them. Oh.
By the way, just so you know, the grid is a little bit off, but it's fine.
Good enough, buddy. Good enough.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? As you enter into this clearing, what are you doing?
I'm
Wait,
marching
Sam, could you put me on the board?
towards
What?
the tree.
Could you put me on the board, please?
Oh, are you not on the board? I'm so sorry.
Sam said, fuck Pumpkin.
Your services will not be needed today.
It's not loading. Give it 1 second.
Okay.
Hey Sam,
Yeah.
has it been a week since we fought the oh my god, what's his name?
It
Ashton
has-
son.
Ashenson, yeah.
It has been just under a week.
Damn, okay.
Oh, good. Pumpkin's still not up there? Pumpkin.
Yes.
It doesn't want to put you on. Give me 1 second to get you at a different spot.
The trees know Pumpkin is coming. They don't want him
Thanks
there.
for the follow.
Oh, you're welcome.
Is that you this time?
I don't know. Yes.
Watching. Hi,
We're supporting you, Sam. Just take the follow.
Hi, Austin, and everybody who's there. Probably Brad. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad. Brad.
Hi, Brad.
That's the wrong. Nope.
What? Why did it say fuck Austin?
Nobody said hi, Austin. Everybody said hi, Brad.
Oh,
Hi, Austin.
I don't know. Give me 1 second.
Hi, Austin.
I don't know why it's not working.
Hi, Austin.
why are there multiple?
Hi, Austin.
Why are there so many?
Are there multiple pumpkins? I don't see any pumpkins on my screen.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I don't
8
see
of
any
them.
pumpkins on my
I
screen.
think
8
zero.
pumpkins.
Where?
You guys don't see them? I see 8 of them.
I don't see. I'm gonna reload the page. I'm gonna reload the page because I see exactly 0 pumpkins. Okay, we're reloading because Roll20 likes to be fun like that. Okay, everyone there? Everyone there?
Hello?
Should I go over to another streamer's chat and tell them to view our tower stream instead?
No, it's
I'm gonna do
fine.
that.
Doge. Okay. So. Okay.
Where did it go?
Should I reload?
I still don't see pumpkin.
Can I help you, sir?
There.
Why can't I see pumpkin? Let me try something.
We needed at least a
Why are there 8? There are 8.
Pumpkin, you might have to use this one.
Literally 8.
Bro, we should do the same thing. I just flip this switch.
I'm gonna reload one more time, and if that doesn't work, we're just gonna have to go with this. And they can't hear me right now. Give me a second.
Sam, there's people talking.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. Thank everybody for watching. We appreciate it. Okay. Okay. So. Whoopsie.
Should I reroll? Because I still see 8 of them.
Yeah, you can
reload and try.
Reroll. Reload. Okay, hold on.
Pumpkin, can you see your old token?
Yes.
Can you move that? Okay.
Yes.
Put it where you want it.
Okay.
Okay. And Naveen, are they still there?
It's loading.
Okay.
Who are
We'll
you?
see. Oh yeah, they're still there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're not even all perfectly on the tiles. Like some of them are overlapping with each other.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just to move your character, use your arrow keys on your keyboard. I'm sorry. And if you need to measure distance, use the distance measuring. I got this map offline, and I did not have enough time today to line up the lines on Roll20 with the lines on the map. I got it as close as I could, so it's off a lot. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it gets off a lot. So, like, if you want to move 10 feet, click on your character and then use the arrow keys 5, 10, 15, 20 type of thing.
Okay.
Basically, ignore the lines. I could actually here. I'll do this for you guys so that you can see the actual lines. The actual lines are in red.
Okay. Looks good.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Do you want me to turn that off?
No, it's fine. I'm just still overwhelmed by the 8 pumpkins I see.
I don't see
Or wait,
any.
no, those aren't even pumpkins. Those are like... What are those? Are those Krees? No, because Kree's right next to Bamboo.
I'm gonna go look at it.
What?
I don't know. They're the yellow tokens. Come look. Who is this? Isn't that pumpkin? But that's also pumpkin, isn't it?
Yes. Very confusing. There are a lot of them. Can you delete them?
Nope, I can't interact with them at all. Hold on, let's see if I can screenshot this.
It's fine. We'll get to it later. Let's go ahead and move on with. Just ignore the. Did she reload? Or... Okay.
I'm not.
So.
Stop.
Okay. Am I timed out?
No, I can still hear you.
Okay.
Thank you, Sam.
Harold looks frozen, unless that's just his face.
That's just my face.
Okay. You're just perfectly still. Okay. So, as you guys come into the clearing, you notice behind you the trees kind of move and close you in. This might be what he's talking about.
Creepy.
As you get a little bit further in, you see the big tree ahead of you begin to move and turning around to face you all.
I'm gonna kill it.
This massively gnarled tree with stuff coming off of it.
Talk to a pumpkin.
Stuff? What kind of stuff?
Tell it to
Mushrooms
stand
and other
down.
fungi.
Tell it to stand down or we'll burn it.
It turns and... Who are you?
name's
Taldorei's prominent.
No.
Why have you come to my woods?
Save the world. To save the world.
Save the world.
We seek the vestige.
We're here to
Queen
save the
Trigger.
world.
I am the living tree.
You know, you meet
I am
one living
the
tree.
living
Awesome,
dwarf.
buddy. I am the living tiefling.
I am the tangled woods. You
Thank you.
can never leave here.
I mean, okay, why not?
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ah.
No talking
Finally,
with
it's
this
about
one.
time.
Alright. We're gonna fight some motherfuckers. What's
Oh, I
my
need to
initiative?
fight.
4, and then I get another D8 with gift of alacrity, right?
Did you cast that today?
Yeah.
I rolled a halfway okay initiative this time.
Woo! I rolled a
29.
29.
Ooh.
Is this by chance a plant?
Looks like a plant.
A 9.
Pumpkin's be doing some heavy hitting this game
That's
or this
bad.
round.
Okay. Let me add you guys to the initiative.
Oh yeah, 29, baby.
Hey, Naveen, you rolled a D8.
Yeah, I
Who
know.
knows?
That's with my gift of alacrity. I get to add the D8 onto my roll, which was a 21.
21.
Shut up, Bamboo.
Okay. Bagel, there's nothing to hide behind there. Just so you know.
No, there are rocks. Aren't those rocks up there?
Up there, maybe, but not where you are right now.
Well, I was planning on getting as close as possible before he attacked. So,
Dude, this tree is huge. You could probably see you over those rocks.
can he see me? Well, not if I sneak.
You haven't had time to sneak yet. You can try to do that on your turn if you wish. Okay.
She's gonna go, I'm gone.
He is the woods. That's where everything is.
He is the Tangled Woods. Okay. So, I need to roll initiative. Go ahead and put your initiatives in.
Oh, there
Being
goes.
weird.
There it goes. I'll just flip this switch. Okay, I like it, Bagel. You're always down. I like it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Hey, Sam and Juliet, can you guys hear
Why are
everyone
you
else
moving
talking?
so much, Devin? Quit.
Can you hear someone else talking?
Yeah, I can hear everybody else talking. Can you not hear?
Okay, I'm gonna refresh again.
Okay. We're having difficulties with
Oh.
roll 20.
There's everybody. Hey guys.
Being hella slow. Greetings.
Oh. Okay, let's get some better music on. Okay. Did you guys all go ahead and put your initiative into the sidebar.
Yeah, put a 29.
That's what I'm trying to do. It won't fucking let me.
Did you roll for Liberty?
Yeah, I'm rolling for Liberty right now.
Ah, it worked.
Liberty, Liberty.
Nice, Liberty got a 19. Okay, is that everybody in? Okay, so decent. So as we get into this, yeah, I can make yours. No, yours is 29. That's fine.
It was being weird, and then I finally got it.
Okay. So up first, Naveen, what would you like to do?
Alright. I am going to spend 3 key points, and I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Okay. So you spin your staff, the stones flying out to the side, now crystalline, but they are still stones, and you cast haste on yourself. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Epic. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what, like 30 feet?
30 feet.
35, 40, 45, 50. I'm gonna go stand right here.
As a hasted monk, you can pretty much get anywhere on the board at any given time. Yes.
Yup, because I'm awesome. And then I'm going to smack him with my stick.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
What?
Well, you already used your action, but you get one more attack action when you're hasted.
Yup. Yup.
Stop!
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Instead of smacking him with my stick, I'm going to punch him with my ring.
Your ring. Yeah, go ahead and spin the charges and roll a hit.
Do it.
I'm spending 3 charges. Please hit.
What power? What power?
To hit.
24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As you pull out your ring of ram and you go to punch, this spectral ram emerges from your fist. You flew past him and you see he's kind of slow, so he just barely kind of is getting ready to turn around, and he how far does he go?
15 feet.
Whoa! Okay.
You see him get pushed 5, 10, 15 feet, dragging dirt as he digs his like tree root feet into the ground, stopping, not getting pushed over. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get up to him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 1 more key point and take a patient defense.
Okay. So you do all these things, and then you assume a patient defense, and he's kind of a little off balance, but getting his balance back. Or the tree doesn't have a gender. They are getting their balance back. Bamboo, what is your dexterity?
15.
Okay, so you'll actually go before creative liberty. So it is your turn.
Okay. 5.
Can Pumpkin go inside these trees?
Am I
not find out?
I currently have
Am I flanking?
You are currently flanking, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to rage, and then I'm going to goddamn motherfucking attack it.
Okay, go for it. Roll your attacks.
Nice. A 28?
28 hits, yeah.
19 points of damage!
And what type of damage is that?
Oh god. I think part of it is... one is lightning. 1d6 is lightning. I think. Yes.
Give me a second. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. As you strike into it, you carve a little bit into the wood, pull it back. It heals over a little bit, but that's fine.
I'm going to do it again.
Go. So you come up to one side, come back around the other side. Go ahead and roll another attack.
Oh, I missed. Does a 16 hit?
This time, you actually just glint down the side of its like leg, not doing any damage. But you cut off some of the mushrooms that were on it.
Yay!
Wow, we can eat those, get high later.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, that's it. I like to look real mean.
Okay. Up next is Creative Liberty. Creative Liberty is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Get right there. He's going to go ahead and he pulls up his flame tongue. And you see him bring it down towards the creature.
Does Kree also roll with advantage? Or technically not?
He is not flanking. You need another person right there to flank.
Yeah.
So He rolls, and just like Bambu did on the last time, glints off, kind of almost bounces off the wood. The flames just barely nipping at his like leg. He takes his second strike at like the hip of the monster. This time rolling even worse and like hitting it and kind of almost falling back from the sheer impact, not doing any damage.
Hey, Sam?
Liberty. Yeah.
I just want to let you know, anything that I'm attacking within 5 feet has disadvantage on attack rolls against anything else. Like, that's not me.
Oh. Okay.
That's
Is that your
that's
new
his
ability?
Level 14
It
thing.
is.
Yeah.
So if it
Okay.
attacks anything within 5 feet of it, the monster, then it's got disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. That ends. That ends. Bambu's. No, that ends Creative Liberty's turn.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't have to make a patient defenses anymore because you can't really get double disadvantage.
No. Kiran, it is your turn.
Okay. Gonna move right here, and then I'm going to take a pot shot with Oathbow.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
$20.
A 20 does not hit. So as you shoot, it actually just bounces right off of the wood.
Okay, I'll take one more shot. Oh, nope.
That was a D10, not a D20.
Oh, thank God. There we go.
Okay. That is 31. Natural 20. Yeah, that hits, and it's critical. So go ahead and roll damage. As you what looks like eyes, even though you can't tell if they're actually eyes or just like knots in the tree, it pierces into one of those.
And I do get
He's eyeball to a herdo.
Colossus Slayer, right?
Yeah. Yes, it has been hurt, so you do get Colossus Slayer, but not Hunter's Mark because you have not cast it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 15 points of damage. It kind of, and it comes up and it claws out the arrow from its eye. Anything else you like to do on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Up next, Bink, it is your turn.
Alright. I am going to mosey up there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 30's fine. I'm going to mosey up there. I'm going to rage as I'm going on the way. And then I'm going to attempt to hit it.
Go ahead and roll.
Let's go.
Smack it.
What did a 20 do for me?
You could reckless attack.
I could reckless attack.
It has disadvantage.
A 27 did for me.
A 27 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So we're about to just come with like a simple strike, and you're like, no, this thing needs more power, and you come full ahead to strike it.
Alright. Damage for that is rolling
Let's
currently.
go. Let's go. Okay.
She's taking her time.
Come on.
That's for sure.
Ah!
19.
Yes.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
And then for my second attack, I am going to reckless again.
Nice.
As it rolls.
Smack it, 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 smack it.
I do hit.
Yeah,
That 19 doesn't
misses.
count. Well, that
19
Oh
misses.
shit, a 19 misses?
A 20 misses.
Yeah.
So the first one you come with all your power, and the second one you kind of get it. You got it so deep in that you kind of got it wedged. And your second attack, while you get it out, you didn't have enough power to come through another strike. Okay, up next, Harold, it is your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Be reckless near me, boys.
I'm going to spiritual weapon right here
Okay.
and whack.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Smick.
Not 20.
Go. Let's go.
Go ahead and roll damage, yeah.
It's at what's it fucking called? 4th level or whatever the fuck? Because I put it in my pearl.
Okay.
2D.
Is
I thought it was your ring. Isn't that your ring?
Wait.
Will
We
it
got
get
rid
a
of the pearl.
turn? Who knows?
I mean,
It's an important distinction.
you do have a ring, not a pearl, but you also didn't say that you're doing that. But from now on, you have to say ahead of time that you're putting a spell into the.
I thought it was given if we have more than 1 day of travel, I'd put
Nope.
it in there.
Just be like, oh, we're traveling for this many days. Be like, oh, I want to put this in my ring. From now on.
Okay. Well, that's 17 points of damage.
Okay. Critical, so 17.
Yep. And then firebolt.
That's bludgeoning damage, correct?
Yes.
Is that a yes?
I'm on my head.
Did you? Did you nod your head?
And firebolt. 21.
21 misses. So you actually hit it. So you cast your firebolt at it, and it hits its bark, but it doesn't catch anything on fire. That ends your turn. Bagel, it is you are up.
Okay, so I'm not gonna hide. I'm just gonna shoot at this thing. So I'm gonna use a crossbow to shoot at it. And does a 14 hit?
A 14 misses. As you hit it, but it just bounced off you with your crossbow bolt.
Okay, so on this next one, if it doesn't hit, I want to use lucky on it. So I shoot again. Does an 18 hit?
No.
Okay,
Are you using lucky? Are you using lucky? Okay.
Yeah.
A 17.
Okay, so
17 or
it seems
18.
none of my shots hit.
So you fire twice in quick succession because you have a rapid fire crossbow, basically, and
Can
both
I
times
still hide
bounce.
behind the
You
rock?
use your bonus action to hit it. Try to hit it twice.
Cool.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Pumpkin, you are up.
All right. Pumpkin's gonna crack his knuckles and then kind of make sure his feet are nice and planted. And I'm gonna blight him at a 5th level.
Okay. Let me look up. There's something special about blight and plants, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So it's gonna have disadvantage on its save. It has to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, and whatever damage it takes, it's gonna automatically do the full amount.
Yeet.
So that'll be.
What type of damage is it? Just so I make sure. Necrotic. Okay.
It's necrotic.
Does what kind of save again?
Constitution.
Does a 26 save?
It does save. So
it'll
it's
take half damage.
72 divided by 2.
36.
As you cast Blight, where you normally see it like blacken and sap energy from this thing, it seemed to almost have the opposite effect.
Oh no.
32, you said?
Oh no.
It just healed.
It looks a little bit healthier now.
Well, the more we know. This is what I'm trying to be the harm assist. I feel him healing.
Let me blight it. Oh wait, it heals? Whoa.
Seems like this is not an
Really good
ordinary
cleric,
tree.
holy shit.
This isn't an ordinary tree.
Interesting.
Like it said, they are the Tangled Woods. If that tells you anything. Okay, up next is the Tangled Woods. So, at the start of their turn, you see it actually puts both of its hands into the ground, and you see vines kind of sprout out in 2 directions. They hit into 2 different trees. And coming to life, 2 of smaller but similar looking versions of it kind of get out of the ground.
Oh, come on. What?
That's its turn. This one right here is going to go ahead and make its attacks against you, Bagel.
Of course, yeah. Nah, no shit. Yeah, I know.
You have your uncanny dodge, Bagel.
Wait, does uncanny dodge work?
It just reduces the damage.
It reduces the damage in half. So, first, a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. And then does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one slams down and you manage to step out of the way. The second one comes around and hits you. You can still use Uncanny Dodge to half the damage if you want.
I would like to use it, yeah.
Okay, so you have this damage. So you take... You take 19 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced in half to 10, we'll say. Points of bludgeoning damage.
I'll get you back. It's fine.
Those that were its two attacks, and this one over here is gonna slam down twice at Kiran. Kiran.
Going for the rogues.
Does a 29 hit?
Yes.
Does a 25 hit?
I don't know. You tell me.
So 2 hits.
Not all of us have like 230 health.
I'm hasted and I have what?
Bagel's gonna die.
Okay.
Stop!
The first attack does 18
So
points
the
of
next ranged person.
18 points of damage. The second
Okay.
slam attack comes down on you again and does 18 more points of damage.
Who's dying?
Me.
So that was 36 points of damage total, right? Or something like that? Yeah, 36.
Don't be dramatic. You're not gonna die.
I gotta be honest. I'm never even worried that I'm gonna die. Like I never even worry.
Okay.
I've only worried
Nice.
once, and that was the Balor.
Up next, Naveen, you are up.
Hell yeah.
You are strong.
Right. Not really. I got my ring out of the way, and that was literally my ace in the hole, so I got nothing now. I'm just gonna smack it.
I tell you
Like,
what, guys.
a lot.
You're
I'm
all
gonna
gonna
smack
die,
it. Like a lot.
and I'll live.
No one's gonna die on my watch.
Go ahead and roll all your attacks at once and then roll damage.
Okay. I get to roll with advantage for each attack, so that's a
24
24
hits.
for the first attack.
So that's 1 hit.
A
Critical
natural
on
for
the
the
second.
second attack. And a
Miss.
17 for the third attack, and then for the
Miss.
fourth attack. Or wait, the fourth attack has to be with my hand, so that would be a +9.
Yeah.
A 28. Oh my god, I got a 19.
So 3 hits, 1 of them being critical. So go ahead and roll damage. The first damage, then the second damage, and the third
Alright.
damage. And this is bludgeoning.
Yes. Alright, so 12 points damage.
Okay. Oh, 16.
16
20.
plus 7.
25? Yeah.
Wait,
No, 22.
22.
22 points
23. 23. 23. I can do math.
Alright. 15 points damage.
No,
That's
that's 15, so okay.
And
You
9
only
points
hit 3 times. You only hit 3 times.
No, I hit 4 times because I'm
You hit-
hasted, so I get 2 attacks with my first attack,
Yeah, you
1
you,
attack
mi-
with my haste attack, and
you
then my
missed
bonus
once.
action.
you missed
Oh
once.
yeah, you're right. Okay, fair. Sorry, I forgot.
Unless you wanted to, flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
I don't want to though. I gotta save that.
Okay.
When I'm
What am I?
desperate.
Okay, that ends your turn, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so before Bambu's turn, you guys see emanating out of this tree this like ripple of dark energy. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Everyone?
Everyone.
With proficiency for me at least.
Okay, so Sam, I at 15 at 14th level have blind sense. Like if I do sense an invisible creature within 10 feet, can I attack?
You guys are
at
only
it,
level
or
14, right?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're only level
Yeah.
14. You have
Yeah, I
you
guess
said
I'm at
level
level
15. Oh, okay. It doesn't seem like it's a creature. It's just giving off this ripple of dark energy. So I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It's still there. It's still there.
Bro, I literally got a 2.
So did
Can I
I.
spend a key point to re-roll
Probably doesn't do
Bambu's save?
anything.
What is? Do you remember? Here, let me look at that item.
What is the ability that allows you to do that?
It's
I
her
don't know. It's
staff.
part of my staff.
You spend a key point to reroll an attack roll or saving throw. Your
I thought it was like anything I
yes,
see
you
within
can, but
20
it
or
takes
30
your
feet of me.
reaction. If you want to do that.
Okay, I will take that. Yes.
Bomber gets to roll again.
Bomber.
Are you roll again?
Yep.
Go again.
You're welcome, buddy. I got you. Because if you fall down, I lose advantage. Fuck.
16. Okay.
16.
No, it's on. Oopsie. Layer action. Okay, so.
Do I get more with Creative Liberty near me?
Not yet. He's not that high level. Maybe he is. What level did they get?
Darn.
What level did they get? The aura ability.
Oh, I don't know.
We had auras the last time, I think.
Yeah, but you were much higher level. Aura.
Roll
Yeah, he needs to be one level higher before he gets his aura.
Oof. Oof. That's so unfortunate.
So you do not. So okay. So anyone that rolled below a 20 fails.
I saved.
Okay. So how much? So who failed?
Me.
Me.
Everybody but me and Naveen.
So
Yep.
there's 5 people that failed.
You
Yeah.
all dropped to 0 hit points.
No.
Start death saved.
All of you take 10 points of necrotic damage. That failed. And you see, as you guys take this damage, some of your energy kind of comes off your body and goes back to this thing.
I might actually die.
And it seems to heal it pretty much back to full health.
Oh, why?
You guys really just fucked up my whole anime punch, didn't you?
How much damage did we take?
It took 35 from that, and then it healed 37 from the blight. And
Can I
it just
hear him? Can I hear Sam?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can now.
Yes.
Okay. It seemed to have healed some damage that it dealt to you.
Oh dear.
Let's just keep using blight on it, honestly. Like, if we're just gonna heal it, like, let's just heal it.
Okay, up next, Bamboo, it is your turn.
I'm going to attack it.
Go ahead and roll an
Reckless attack!
You
Wait,
are
it's a
flanking.
A 19, I missed!
A 19
Stop
misses.
it
As you
from
go to
being
strike,
healthy.
it keeps glinting off. This is a hard tree.
I do it again.
It is a solid oak.
It must not health.
Does a 27 hit?
27 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As you manage to bring it back this time and get it into its flesh a little bit.
Is it doing it? Why didn't it roll? Am I waiting? 21.
Okay. Is there anything else you like? Well, yeah. What else do you like to do on your turn as you get it into it, kind of pull back out?
I'm going to scream.
Okay.
I can't.
It is Creative Liberty's turn. He's gonna try and get over there. 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's say 25 there. So he can't flank just yet, but he's trying to flank with Bink. And he's gonna go ahead and make his 2 attacks as he flame tongue towards it. That is a 20 to hit, which misses. And second attack is a 24 to hit. So this time, and he carves in, and you see the flames actually catch a little bit of the tree on fire, and the tree kind of shakes in pain a little bit. Okay, so, okay. So, give me a second. -7. Oh, wait. I messed up. So it's -6. And then... Woo! The fire seems to do pretty heavy damage to it. But that he gets another attack. That was just his first attack. No, he already did an attack. I made a mistake. Never mind. So that ends his turn. Up next, Kirana, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. Crap. All right, I'm gonna pull out Flesh Render and my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Not Flesh
And
Render,
try to
Fade
chop
Flesh
away.
Render?
You have disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and roll your attack, so. A
There's the
14
first
misses. So as you strike out this first time, you with your rapier, you just bounce off. Flesh Render has no impact.
Nice.
That's the second one.
19 hits. You can go ahead and roll damage.
19 hit. Oh. fuck, yeah.
These aren't the big dude. These
Yeah.
are some minions. So
Okay.
they're a little bit easier to hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, Kieran.
10 damage.
How much is necrotic? You get necrotic damage. with
That was with the fake one.
the fake one. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's just 10 points.
Yeah. And then I get one more attack, and I'll come back at him with Flesh Render.
With Flesh Render and its necrotic damage. I love this idea.
Hey, quit fucking bullying him. Quit
It
it.
says
Roll your
necrotic
attack.
damage for the wielder's choice.
I made the thing disappear. Oh, okay, I put it back.
A 15 misses. So you go out to strike with Flesh Render and bounces off.
All right.
Okay, that ends Kidaron's turn. Up next is Bink. You are up.
Okay, I'm going to. Am I flanking with Greater Liberty there?
Yes, I believe so.
As best as I can tell, I am.
Yeah.
I'm in Frenzy.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
Frenzy
Bink.
Rage as a bonus action.
You're already frenzied. You mean frenzy attack?
No, she's not frenzied yet.
Why haven't you frenzied?
I only have one
It's-
turn. I rage.
It's only been one turn so far, guys.
Okay, no.
Okay. Yes, Pumpkin?
Think at the end of your turn, can you move back down to where you started? I'm gonna put a wall of fire approximately here, and that's gonna put you right in it.
Cool. I can do that. Okay. I'm going to make my first attack. 21, how's a 21 do? How does that do?
You do have advantage because you're flanking. So go ahead and roll again.
24, how's that?
A 24 hits.
The damage for that is a 19 again.
Okay. Okay.
And then second attack. Oop, that's bad. Okay, I didn't hit. 25. I keep doing it to you guys.
No, you rolled a
A 1 and an 18.
1
so,
and 18. So an 18 misses.
Yeah.
So your first strike, you come down, get pretty decent into one of its arms that is kind of nearby you, pull back out, and this time you go for another one and miss.
And I right.
Okay. Harold, it is your turn.
I'm going to
Kick ass, Harold. Kick ass.
5, 10, 15. Touch Bomber's weapon and cast Holy Weapon.
Oh, okay. What does that do for it? Bambu.
It gives it extra 2d8 radiant damage when it hits.
Nice. Very cool.
That's my bonus action. And 5, 10, 15. And Firebolt.
So
This
scary.
guy.
What is Holy Weapon a bonus action spell?
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
I'll double check real fast.
I'm
Yep, bonus
doing
action.
that. Okay.
30 to hit.
A 30 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
28 fire damage.
Okay. So as you, the fire damage actually seems to impale and even burn through it, doing a lot of damage.
So 2d8 for me, huh?
Yep, radiant
2d8
damage.
radiant damage. Okay, that ends Harold's turn. Up next is Bagel. You are up.
So I'm gonna take my revenge on this dude right here. Gonna shoot my crossbow at him.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
Does a 26 hit?
A 26 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You do not get sneak attack.
Wait, why not? Is it because I have necrotic damage?
You're attacking the guy right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
He knows you're there, and none of your allies are by him.
But I'm within. Oh, I'm not hidden. Never mind. You're right. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, that is
Hey,
correct.
you guys leave her alone.
You've been doing it for 6 months.
That's 10 points on him.
Actually, it's been
We'll
closer to
get
8.
this Monday.
Devin, you've been breathing your whole life, and I still have to remind you.
And then can I use my bonus action on this?
Hey, guess good thing I'm
Actually,
thinking
no,
about
I would like
fire.
to get away from him
Is it fire?
Stop. Stop.
and go right here.
Okay, as you begin to run away, it gets an attack of opportunity at you.
She get bonus action disengage if she wants.
She didn't. She moved before bonus action. So it's going to get an attack of opportunity.
But disengage is considered a bonus action.
For you, but you didn't use it.
I can't see
You have to
you.
use it before moving.
What do you mean?
You have to disengage as a bonus action before you move.
Okay.
So you have to be
fine.
like, I want to disengage as a bonus action, and then I move away, instead of, I move away. Oh, you're going to get hit.
Well,
I want to
didn't know you had to
disengage.
say that.
You had
so-
to say it, yes. Because you can't just be like, expect it to happen, because, yeah.
Well, I assumed. Okay, just attack. I don't care.
25.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you take,
You get uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Fucking die.
you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as it comes down as you
Okay.
run away, but you kind of just get hit on the back.
Okay, so that's like 8 points of damage.
If you uncanny dodge, yes.
Yeah.
Anything else you like to do on your turn?
I can't shoot, right? Because that was my bonus action.
You have not disengaged. You did not disengage, so you still have
Okay,
your
so
bonus
yeah,
action.
I would like to shoot at this one here.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
What?
Do I get advantage?
No.
18 doesn't hit.
And
Okay.
18 misses. So as you go out and strike it once again, something about this tree is just so hard that your bolts just keep bouncing off.
Cool.
Up next, Pumpkin, you're up.
All right. We're going to move. Let's just shoot over one. And then I'm going to use Wall of Fire. And let me make sure my 60 feet on that. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna set it like right here.
Okay.
And every creature that is on the line, like that is on it for
10 feet below it.
yeah.
Are you setting it so? Are you setting it in this square, like on this row right here, or on this row? You're in between. Move it up or down.
Oh.
Down.
I want to set it just so that it doesn't affect Bink and Bamboo.
So move it either up or down. You're on the middle of a line. Move it up or down so it's on a square.
One of the red ones or the white ones?
The red ones. Ignore the white ones.
Okay. So it's like right on that red line right there.
Yeah. So no, you can't put it on the line. Put it on in the squares.
Like in the middle of it?
Yeah, in the middle of the squares. Yes.
What are you doing here?
Move it up or down to one of those squares. Okay.
And then that
does affect Bink and Bamboo.
Bink and Bamboo, are you guys okay with making a deck save?
Fine.
Burn us!
Okay. So every creature that is within that space has to make... No, I'm not going to get the other one. Because you're going to be stuck there every turn. In that. We're going to put it up there instead.
Okay.
So...
You'll still hit this one right here. You're just going to hit these two.
Yeah. So when the wall appears, every creature within its area must make a dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And then on failed save, it takes 5d8 fire damage, or if it's saved, it takes half damage.
Dexterity saving throw? Oof.
Yes.
The big treant fails. The little one gets a 15.
Yeah, the number to beat was 19.
Yeah, so they both fail, so go ahead and roll damage.
Do it to him.
Okay, so that's 31. And then at the end of every turn, if they like end their turn within that space, they'll take another 5d8.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Did we get burned? We not burned.
No, you didn't.
No.
Okay, it is the treant's turn. This one getting away from the fire. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, okay, I can move that far. 5, 10. Okay, so they're gonna make 2 slams against Harold and 2 slam. Each of them, it makes 1 slam against both Harold and Pumpkin.
Okay.
We'll get to the big one in a second. So
I'll just flip this
they're not flanking. It's fine. Who wants to get hit first?
I do.
No. Harold
Sure.
or Pumpkin? Okay, it was a natural 20.
Harold's
So
not
you.
here, so.
So Pumpkin, you got 1 natural 20 on one. The other one is a 19 to hit.
But I cannot be critted because of fungal body. It specifically says that any critical will be treated as a normal.
Okay. So 1 hit, and then does a 19 hit?
Yeah, my AC is 19, so that hits.
Okay, so you get hit twice. Harold does a 28 hit.
Yes, of course.
And does a 29 hit.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So you both get hit twice, no criticals, but that's still decent damage. Okay. So I'm just gonna roll all the damage at once, so I don't have to roll all the damage against one of you at once. Pumpkin, you take 29 points of bludgeoning damage as it comes down and crushes you. With each one kind of like sandwich you guys, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for your wall of fire.
Okay.
Actually, 2 of them.
Constitution?
Yeah, you're making a concentration check. So make a Constitution check.
Natural 20.
Guys, look at my dress.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Honey.
It's marriage.
Unfortunately, your wall of fire, as soon as it's up, it fizzles out. No longer there.
Oh my god.
It was
Harold,
just too powerful.
Harold, you take
Let me try with my shirt off.
40 points of bludgeoning damage,
Oh my god!
That's a third of my head.
and I need you to make 2 concentration checks as well.
Dang, I thought this was gonna be
Give me
easy.
a sec. Where is it? There it is. I'm good.
You took 40 points of damage. You need to beat 20 twice.
Wait, those are 2 hits.
You need to beat 20 twice. You no longer have... Yeah. Bamboo. Bamboo no longer has magical weapon.
Give me. Wait. So I get 2 separate hits.
Okay.
Each,
Okay.
2 separate hits. Each of them dealing how much damage?
I'll separate them into 2 separate hits.
I'm gonna wear it one way or another.
On the first hit, you would have taken
Wow.
20 points of damage. Well,
So I would have to beat a 10.
you're fine. Fuck you. Okay. You're fine. You still have radiant weapon or holy weapon, whatever. I was counting them as one attack because they're hitting at the same time. But it's fine. Okay, it is the big treant's turn. It doesn't really like seeing this holy weapon, so it's actually going to throw a rock at you, Harold.
I'm sure it's because the tree doesn't like the holy weapon, yes.
You see
It's
it
not because he just made those saves.
it actually grabs a rock in both of its hands and throws one at you first, see what happens, and then it's gonna throw
Look at her dress. Look at her dress, guys.
You are so stuck.
Okay, Harold
You are so stuck. Nice no
does
A 32.
no, just a 19. Does a 19 hit?
Nope.
Second rock coming your way. Natural 20.
Yeet.
So that hits.
Yes, it does.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not saying it would fit you if it went through your shoulder. It's got a tight shoulder for me too.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Does it look good to you? I don't know. Do you think I look the best to work?
Is this supposed to be that much? I don't know.
41 points of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Whoa!
Unless you go unconscious and it automatically fails.
No. I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Con save. 14. It drops.
Sam, maybe don't post this on YouTube.
Well, it's only half the damage you take, so you're actually still fine. It was a 47 points of damage? What did I say?
You said, I don't know,
How much damage did you just take off your character?
40 something. 40.
You need to beat a 20. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You fail. You fail. I was thinking half. Oh, that's only 10. No, I'm stupid. Okay. So you no longer have the weapon.
I'd have to get a.
Up next, Naveen, you're up.
Epic. Epic. I'm gonna bonk it. Multiple times. First one is a crit.
You guys have crit so much.
Second one is a 25.
Dude.
Third one is a 31. And then fourth one is a 26. So they all hit and the first one's a crit.
That's correct. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, that's 15 points of damage, plus 15 points of damage, plus 10 points of damage, plus 14 points of damage.
It is super close. It's looking really rough right now.
I would like to spend a key
Naveen,
point to flurry of blows.
by the way, you have noticed that your bludgeoning attacks don't seem to be doing as much damage.
Really? Interesting.
Really?
Alright, well, I would still like to spend a key point to stunning, or not stunning strike, flurry of blows.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Aww.
11
Nada.
misses. So this time you strike and
11 and a 10.
you hit the tree with your fist, and you actually kind of hurt your fist. Kind of have to do the shake off method.
Oof.
At initiative 20 again, I need everyone to make another Constitution saving throw as this ripple of energy spreads out once more.
Fail.
Well, I failed.
Ah, I failed.
I definitely failed.
Hold on, I'm doing it. 1 second.
Here's where I go down.
28. Fuck you all.
And you save. Is that everybody?
Oh, are we all making con saves?
Everybody make con save. Including
Plus-
Creative Liberty, because I forgot that last time. Creative Liberty actually succeeds.
6.
I had 23.
You save. Creative Liberty succeeds.
Going to spend a key point to reroll that.
Okay.
Please, 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 please. Ah, I still failed. It's fine.
Okay. So that takes your reaction, but you reroll. All of you that fail take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Damn it! I took damage for the first time this session.
Oh wow.
And that was 5 people once again.
Yep.
So it's looking more healthy, just not very healthy still. It's still looking pretty rough. Bamboo, it is your turn.
I am going to attack it.
Oh, go ahead.
Is it 24 hit?
24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Do I get the radiant damage or no?
No, you do not.
21.
21 points of damage.
Nice, very nice.
Okay.
I'm going to attack him again.
Go ahead and roll another attack.
Does that 28 hit?
28 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
16.
16.
Nice.
Okay, it's looking just as bad as it was before, basically. It's looking
Nice.
really
All
rough.
right, guys. Finish it up.
Okay, it's Creative Liberty's turn. He's actually gonna move first, so he moves to flank with Bink. So he gets advantage. 20 to hit misses. His second attack is a 26, so that hits. He's gonna go ahead and put a Divine Smite on it as well. So
Smite!
2d8 plus 2d6.
Maybe work on the. No, that was public.
I thought that was really cool.
Okay, I'm gonna do what
You see, as he carves into it with flame tongue once again, it burns more of this this tree. It's almost fully lit on fire at this point, but it's still just hanging on by a thread.
God damn, Kai.
Up next, Kiran.
Kiran, finish it. Finish the job, Kiran!
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the big guy, and then I'm going to shoot at him with both bow.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
At 20.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I'm gonna jump up in the air.
So
I know. He's dead.
31, I think.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
The hole right through his face.
So you pull back Oath Bow, and this would be the perfect moment to say its phrase, but you know it's not been a week yet, almost a week. Loose it.
Let's go.
And for a
dude.
second, you're like, "Did I miss?" and then the tree falls down, collapses. As it does, you see these two other ones that were once alive seem to collapse
Oh,
as
damn.
well.
We didn't even need to fight them. That's huge. That's big for us.
That's great for me.
Harold's hurting too.
How much health do you guys have?
I have 32.
Oh,
I have
God.
36.
Oh, God. Guys, I have. Wait, did we get hurt by anything ever?
I still have like 200 HP.
He hurt a lot of you guys, but he didn't really get to do some of his attacks. So you guys now stand next to the living tree, the Tanglewood itself. What are you doing?
Carve it up and find the vestige.
God.
Is this what we needed to kill?
Fingers crossed.
Oh, let's open it up. I'm gonna fucking open it.
So you begin carving into the wood, and you see the wood actually grows around this like thing, and it's very hard wood, and you have to dig at it for a while. Give me 1 second. Before you see inside this necklace on this platinum chain, very finely crafted. This pendant that has a ginormous emerald laid into it.
Marie.
It seems to almost glow with a certain energy.
Marie would like that if she was
Marie
here.
would like that. Out of the woodlines, Marie Gambino appears. I'll take that.
She's the next real boss. 500 HP, absolutely destroying us.
Who takes it?
What does it do?
You don't know?
Harold will pick it up.
And tell us what it does while we all stand around it and you don't do it.
Would you like to attune to this thing?
I can't attune to anything else. I have 3 things.
Would you like to tell us?
unattune to something else and attune to this?
Yeah, just figure out what it does at least.
I'll unattune to the robe of protection for right now and see what it does.
Let's kill him.
So you guys spend a little bit of time here in the woods. Everything seems quiet. The trees actually around you that were trapping you in before actually have seemed to relax. You unattune and then finally attune to this emerald, this item. You get a +2 to all saving throws.
Ooh.
You're immune to the grappling condition.
Ooh.
Sorry, grappling and restrained conditions. And you may use your action to cast Blink on yourself without needing components. You must use this is once per day. Have to finish a long rest before you can use this feature again.
Wait.
I need a grapple, restrain, blink once a day, +2 to saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
So what is it called? Is this what we're looking for?
That is definitely the kiss of the Changebringer.
What type of item is this?
It is a necklace pendant.
Wait, so what exactly does it do? It just stops you from being grappled?
+2 to all saving throws. Can't be grappled, can't be restrained, and can cast Blink once a day without needing components.
You do it to Bagel. I don't know why. But, like, she escapes stuff, right? She likes to be escapey. Little fuck. Ooh.
Bagel!
I don't know.
It actually would work really well for Bagel, because I don't think she's attuned to anything else. But, you know, it doesn't
I am
matter.
the
She's not
best.
listening!
I know that.
So what are you guys doing?
I guess we can leave. We got what we wanted.
Get the robe of protection. All right, we got this. Do we see anything else around?
Make a perception check.
Decided. I'm hurting a little bit.
Make a perception check, Harold.
23.
Yes, you do see something else, actually. Give me 1 second. You see approaching you through the woods a tall figure wearing a green cloak that goes from his head to his toes. You see pointing out of the hood of the cloak two massive, even bigger than elven ears. You see a long nose and a very V-shaped chin. Kind of flowing out of the hood as well, you see these orange locks of hair that go down to pretty far.
Yeah, pretty far.
Almost gliding towards you all as he approaches, as he enters into the clearing. Well, I must congratulate you all. I didn't think anyone would be able to kill the Tanglewood.
Really? Dude, I didn't even get hurt.
Let me introduce myself. Or
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Oh, is this
Should
gonna
I
be number
say?
7?
should I say, reintroduce myself.
I swear to God. I swear to God, if it's the deceiver. If it's the
I-
deceiver.
This is a elven-ish looking guy. I am Artagan of the shoot. Let me look up the court name he's part of.
Dude, I turned around to see what dude's place. I'll be back. I gotta go. You keep going. I'm going pee.
Okay, he's part of one of the fake courts. I don't remember which one. I am Artagan, but you all know me as Garmelie.
Wait a minute.
So you're not a pervert?
I mean, he's still a pervert, but
To be honest, I'm more of
Wait. Do I recognize? Is he wearing familiar robes?
a. Make a history check.
Hold on. Plus
wait a minute.
history. 17.
17. Something about the cloak reminds you of something, but you can't put your mind exactly on it. You can't pinpoint it, but it's like right there. You know what I mean? When like you're
Yeah.
like, I know this, but I don't know where I know this type of thing.
I'm just gonna say you look familiar. Have I met you before somewhere?
I mean, you knew me as Garmelie.
Huh?
No, but
So
There's
this
something else.
elven, more fey-looking individual, like an elf, but much more exaggerated in proportions. Said their name was Artagan. Artagan, and yes.
And they're Garmelie?
And he said you would know me as Garmelie.
That's the fucking hoof bitch, right?
yes, that is the satyr.
He
I'm gonna be like,
says-
well, if I don't know you, then like.
I thought you said you never
Christ
come
satyr?
into Tanglewoods.
I don't come in as Garmelie. But I have been watching you, and that was quite an interesting fight you had.
I'm confused. I am confused. What? Why? You look like an elf. Why did we go through the trouble of doing that bullshit with the goddamn heads?
Oh, because I find it hilarious.
Oh my god!
Fair enough.
Garmelie is just a mere disguise, so to say. I am still Garmelie at heart. I just have to keep up more appearances in this form, and as Garmelie I can mess around a little bit more, so to say.
Okay, give us something. You Alice.
So, like, are we still doing pranks later? Like, is that still
Oh,
happening? once the
yes,
world's
of course.
saved?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I mean, pranks all the time. You can always come back to the Feywild, or I can always find you. Where are you living now?
We
Oh,
don't know
maybe
yet. We
don't
used
tell
to
him.
have like a little
Maybe
castle
don't tell
thing
him.
that you remember you graffitied it that
Oh,
one time, but like
Yeah, I know. The
that's
demons
like
have taken over.
yes. So we'll see once this whole thing blows over, I guess.
Okay. Well, I wish you all luck, and maybe for a prank I might be able to help you, but that's another time.
Okay, wait. Before you go, are you sure that I have not met you before as our tag-in?
As our tag-in, I'm afraid not.
Huh.
Are you someone important or some shit?
Oh, I'm the most important.
Who are you? Why are you?
You're just a person to us.
Okay,
Who
well, that was cool.
are you to the Feywilds?
What?
We don't know who you are. You're just a person.
Oh, and you see him just, he kind of snaps his fingers and he's back in Garmelie. Hi, I'm Garmelie. See? And then Garmelie kind of clicks his hooves together and he's back into our tag and more regal.
So, Artagan, what is your status? Or, yeah, what is your status with the Feywild? Like, who are you?
He's the fairy king.
I'm not part of one of the major Fey courts, but I am part of one. I'm trying to find the name of the Fey court. Of course, it doesn't say the creature understands power. I am not part of the Seelie or Unseelie Fey courts, if that is what you're wondering. Oh, never mind. I am unaffiliated with the Fey courts. But I still hold sway across this plane. I travel sometimes to the material plane in order to pull more pranks and tricks and spread the good word, so to say. Spread good fun, cheeriness across the land. I've only recently returned since the demon invasion has happened. It's made the place rather dreary. And, you know, with Singhorn back, I can have a lot of fun with the elves around. But usually when the elves are gone back to the material plane, it's not as fun.
Alright, well. What now, guys? I guess we can go.
Time to go home.
Thank you for all the help, Garmelie. See you in the next life.
Please, call me Artagan, and I wish to do pranks with you in the future. It was quite rather fun. Those statues, oh boy, what a gaff.
They'll never know for their entire lifetime.
Just,
Well, we'll know, and that's what's important.
Yes.
yes, we will know.
Alright.
Can we
I'm gonna cast a message to Draco and tell him to go back and very cautiously meet me at the village that we were in prior to going traveling to the giant's abode.
Okay. So, Draco responds like, flying circles, already there.
Okay. Alright. Are you all ready to go?
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
It was good to see you, Artagan.
And pleasant to see you as well. Okay. So you create the portal going to the stone giant city, correct?
Why not
No,
just
the
home? Why not just our
not the
home?
Stone Giant City, the village that we went to prior to the Stone Giant City.
Oh, so Tussaud.
Tuso, yeah.
Why not?
We're gonna
So
do
you
it like
told him to go to Tussaud. I thought you told him to go to the stone giant. Okay, never mind. He's like, okay, heading there.
Okay.
I misunderstood where you told him to go. He had been hanging out around the stone giant place.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should probably go there actually and see how they're like surviving. If they are. Oh, and get Chunk. That's probably, yeah, that's important. Okay. Let's go to the Stone Giant City instead because we need to get Chunk anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Chunk is kind of important, yeah?
So you create the portal going to the Stone Giant City. You step through?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone except for Kiran and Harold. Oh, wait, actually.
In the video.
Okay, never mind. Only Bink, Naveen, and Bamboo need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, big stupid over here. Gonna do some big stupid stuff.
Wisdom save! I get plus 11 to this now. I
Plus
rolled a 1.
11?
I'm gonna spend a key point to re-roll that. I rolled a 17. We'll see how this goes.
And, this is not something that you'd be able to re-roll. I'm just letting you know that.
Even with my monk part.
This is happening as a thing that you cannot re-roll.
Okay, well I rolled a nat 1 and I got a 12. Fuck.
Okay, so we got 12, 3. Those are the only two people that and Bink. Did Bink go 10?
10.
Bink. Actually, Bamboo's the only one that fails.
What?
He doesn't go with us.
He's on a different plane.
Oh god.
So it's
Bamboo's on an adventure. He lost his.
Garmelie fucked us again.
I got
Yeah,
my
no,
legs
she.
missing.
I kind of doubt it.
I bet one of my legs are missing or something.
Oh, that would be pretty funny if he like painted dicks all over you while you went through.
Or my leg is missing.
Bamboo comes out as a woman.
okay. Bamboo, as you emerge from the portal, you get this strange feeling, and you're like, "Huh, we're outside the gates of the Stone Giant place." You have no recollection of any of your time in the Feywild.
Oh my god.
Okay. Do we notice like a significant change?
You would see Bamboo just kind of standing there, kind of looking a little confused, like, how did I get here? What has happened?
Alright, well, I'm kind of just gonna brush that off as Bamboo being Bamboo.
Chunk! Chunk!
But yeah, we're gonna go in. I'm gonna jump over the gates and call for Draco and then go searching for Chunk.
So, you look around, you are outside the gates once again. There are a few trees, the leaves beginning to fall from them.
Bro, I don't even remember Garmelie or like any of that.
You do not? You know of Garmelie beforehand, but you don't know our tactic.
You literally don't know this whole session. You forgot.
And before this session, and getting teleported.
Bro.
Okay.
No.
So. Okay. Pull back this up. Okay. Glad we got that over with.
Chomp!
You guys begin yelling out. However, your yells echo back towards you. This place seems abandoned. You look up to the sky. Make a perception check, Naveen.
Chunk.
Everybody or who?
Naveen.
16.
You do not see Draco flying in the sky. You guys look around for Chonk. Make investigation checks to look around for Chonk.
Oh my god, yes. I will investigate so hard. What is my investigation? A -1. A 10.
22.
I'm like kind of looking for Chonk. I'm still looking for Draco more than anything.
Pumpkin, you find some remnants of what looks to be Chonk feces, but And they look to be closer to the gate than before, but you don't see any evidence of Chonk.
How fresh are these turds?
Make a survival check.
Can anyone help me analyze these turds?
I will.
I'm going to cast Sending to Draco. Tell him we're in the Stone Giant City.
Okay, Sam, how fresh are these turds? It's natural to me.
He
They're a
knows
couple
the
months.
exact date.
They're a couple months old.
A couple months.
Wow.
You what do you say? So you send a message to Draco saying we're in the Stone Giant City. Draco responds, "I waited. I'm gone."
Oh, fuck.
Do I know anything about like time difference between the Feywilds and this plane?
When you crossed over the first time, you did not experience anything like that. But also, you didn't know what time it was when you crossed because you would have been in the Feywild your entire life. So you don't know if that kind of thing happened. Not many creatures pass over.
Are my children okay?
I don't know. Are they?
They're 2 months old.
I don't know.
A few months. I didn't say 2. You couldn't. It's the turds are so old you can't tell exactly how old they are, even with an.
I'm going to cast Sending to Draco.
No,
I'm
that's
going to ask how long we've been gone because it's only been a couple days. Or a few
Ask
days.
Lyran. I'm not a fucking dragon. Well, they're both dragons, so.
Yeah.
Who's the dragon bitch? What's her
I'm going
name?
to specify that for us it's only been like a few days.
He says, more than a full season.
Bro, you need to fucking text Lyran right now. Text her ass. Fuck Draco,
Yeah,
dude.
text my girl.
Shit.
Cast sitting on Lyran and asks, how long has it been since you last heard from us?
I'm going to ask Draco if Chunk is okay. Chunk.
Bro, they left each other day 6.
You don't know that. You don't know they left each other.
He responds, "Chonk gone. Don't know. Goodbye."
Bro!
This is how you're gonna do me, Sam? This is what you're gonna do to me?
He waited for months.
Bro! No!
Dude.
Yeah!
I'm gonna cast sitting to Lyran and ask her how long it's been since she last heard from
You
us.
have sending?
Yes.
Is everyone dead? Oh,
Lyran,
God.
you hear like a gasp, and she's like, "Oh, thank God. Where have you all been? It's been nearly 5 months."
5 months, bro?
That's not a few, Sam.
That's a few months. It wasn't a few years like it could have been.
Bro!
Oh my goodness.
And she says, 5 months. Please, get here now, as soon as you can.
Teleportation circle? You guys
I
coming?
really told her it would be like a few days. Turns into 5 months. Oh, jeez.
You guys coming with me in the circle?
Yep, we're going.
No.
Chonk is fucking dead,
Yeah.
dude.
Send a message to Chonk.
Chunk's like, I'm in the lake.
Send him a message. Send him a message. I just want to know if he's alive, God damn it. Someone? No. No one. I got you. It's okay. It's fine.
So are you sending him a message?
I can't.
Sure, I will send Chonk a message and ask if he's alive.
Yo! Yo! He's alive, bro! What the fuck?
That's honestly all that we need to know.
Oh my god.
I bet he's faithful. He's just confused out there.
He waited around for a little while, and then he's like, there's no food here. I gotta go find food.
Oh, I love him.
More loyal than Draco, that little turd.
Draco waited for
Draco
months, dude.
waited for months.
Honestly, as long as Chonk
can't
is alive
imagine.
and happy somewhere in the world, I'm kind of content.
I'm
I'm really
sad.
sad Draco.
That's what I am.
You know in Futurama when the dog waits till it dies? You
That's
guys
based
know
off
that?
a real story.
Yeah, like no, like he literally gets like it's so sad. It's like cremated. He turns into stone, and like Fry's about to revive him, but then he doesn't because he's like he probably had a good life, and then it flashes back, and he didn't. He waited his whole life for Fry to come back because Fry was like, no, he deserves to stay in the past. Like he probably had a great life. He didn't. Jokes on him. He didn't.
Do you know that Japanese dog
Yeah.
Yeah.
that waited? Their master. I don't like saying master. That's weird.
At the
Owner.
train station.
Yeah, would always meet their owner at the train station, and then one day the owner died and stopped coming, but the dog would always keep going back to look for him.
I want to let you guys know Bamboo would wait for you guys. Bamboo would wait.
I bet
You
Mom
literally said you would walk away if we died.
Okay, everyone talk at the same time. Bamboo said something nice, and it sounded like he was being attacked just now.
So do you teleport to the Lyran circle?
Yep.
So when you emerge, you see
We can't wait for Draco.
there have been. It sounded like he wasn't returning. When you emerge from the other side of the portal, you see multiple other cabins have now been built in the months that you've been gone. Standing at the door is Lyran, gesturing you for you to come in.
Where are my babies? Where are my kids?
They're safe. Just we need to talk first.
Are they talking?
Yes.
Oh, shit. They're cursing.
Are Carol and Jarvis and Agus and Ira safe as well?
They're all okay. Don't worry. We've been taking care of everyone very fine, but we just need to talk.
Okay.
The situation has gotten worse.
Oh, God.
Of course it has.
We go in.
As you enter, two more figures stand up from where they're seated next to the fireplace. One of them you recognize as Kemereg, Lyran's father, or adoptive father. The other one you don't recognize, but it looks to be an older-looking drow. And they both have this weird look of astonishment and also just a tinge of relief in their eyes.
What a fucking twist, dude. I've never been so fucking just goddamn shook.
Lyran is just kind of silent for a second before saying, "We thought you tried to take on the demon lords and were killed. Your absence has been catastrophic to the world."
No, it just turns out that there's some time differences. We've only been gone for a few days for us.
Yes. I'm sorry, but before we get into the bad news, let me introduce you to someone. This is my dear friend and also the leader of the hunters. Yes. Hello. My name is Ryznaz Tekentitar, and it is a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry we thought you had perished in a battle, but I can see you're all capable, and the Feywild can be quite difficult. If you do go back there, proceed with great caution. Lyran responds, "He is my most trusted ally and friend, so please do not judge him for his ancestry. I know drow are not looked highly upon, especially in Taldorei."
Hell,
We
I'm a
weren't
tiefling. I'm literally ancestral devil.
Yes.
So.
I'm looking more to your half-elf and elven friends over here.
Oh shit, dude!
Okay,
Why am I
feeling a
being
little
racist?
attacked? Excuse me.
It's common for you guys not to like drow.
Well, maybe you shouldn't.
I'm
judge
not
a book
saying
by
you're
its
prejudiced.
cover.
I'm just saying
So-
please don't judge him. Judge him off of his character and not his ancestry. He
So
actually
what
comes.
are we here for? What's the bad news?
He
I
comes.
would like
from
to
Orson.
offer him a flower crown.
He picks it up. The wrinkles on his face and his almost graying hair. He's a very old elf. And he puts the flower crown on and he says, "Thank you. Since we last spoke, 5 months have passed. 5 months and 6 days. Or
Nice.
5 days, sorry. 6 months and about 6 days. It's almost the 6th day. When you are gone, the situation with the Demon Lords has gotten much worse. Here's what we know. There are currently 4 known portals, each on different continents. Of course, you know about the one in Nicodranis that leads to the Demogorgon. The one in Vasselheim, we've discovered that leads to Orcus. The one in the Terse Fields leads to Yano. And while we didn't recognize it at first, until recently, there was one in Onkarel as well, that leads to Grazatz. In the time that you have been gone, the Demon Lords themselves have returned, taking over each of these cities. Completely killing, driving out, or making the citizens go completely insane.
Timmy.
Almost in servitude of the Lord. During this time, the abyss has spilled forth from the portals, almost creating a layer on this plane. The Demon Lords seem to have immense control over it, and any attacks we've tried to make have become futile. We believe they are now living on the
Let's go
material
to the
plane.
Feywilds. That was a great idea.
I didn't choose it. I got
Yes, you
banished.
You wished it. You
also-
wished it.
We also have a theory that these portals won't open by accident. We, as a group, had a meeting with the Demogorgon firsthand. And this was not the same Demogorgon that we once fought so many years ago. It was different. Like it wasn't our Demogorgon. It was weird. We don't know who opened the portals, but we've discovered through arcane means that the only means of closing the portals is to kill the Demon Lords. I assume you assume this already. However, there is a catch. All the portals must be shut at the same time.
Oh shit.
And the Demon Lords must be slain within 2 days' time
Oh god.
of killing the first Demon Lord. If 2 days pass after killing the first Demon Lord and all 4 are not vanquished, they will all be resurrected, ready to fight again. Probably more prepared and more strategic with the resources. We as a group didn't think we had a chance. We began trying to get survivors, but all those we pulled from each of the cities had gone completely mad. They are lost. I don't even think getting rid of the demons will save them.
No. Timmy's fucking crazy, dude. Peter, whatever their names are.
Those are in different cities.
Oh. Pretty crazy.
Vasselheim has been completely overrun with undead. The Terse Field is overrun with gnolls that go savage and attack anything that passes within a few miles. They even have raided Westrun a couple more times, but the defenses of Westrun are holding. The Nicodranis has completely fallen, but the other members of the Menagerie Coast have been able to contain the spread of crazies, so to say. And Onkarel, the reason we didn't realize it was being attacked was because Gazatz himself doesn't kill people. He influences them to indulge in their worst vices: gambling, sex, money, alcohol, drugs. He basically controls the entire city population through their pleasure. He even, while we haven't been able to have contact with the leader of Onkarel, but we believe that they are either dead or under his control as well.
Damn.
Everything has gotten a lot worse.
Wow. Wow.
And that's where
Said
we're going to
all
end the session.
He said, I want my friends to be where I am now, right now. Devin
That's where we're
said,
gonna end
time
the
skip.
session.
This could have
All been avoided.
I like it though. I like it. Sam said, uh-oh.
No, I don't.
So-
I lost fucking Draco because of your stupid ass.
I'm going to end the stream and then recording, and then I want to talk to you guys a little bit.